Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can't feel me? No.
grand and a peaceful rising. Congratulations, Vooka Nation. You have made it to the end of the week. Of course, it's a sad day because, you know, it's the last day of tuning into Vooka Breakfast Show to get your morning started. But guess what? It's always a light there's always a light at the end of the tunnel because, of course, it's the weekend. That means it's time to rest, refresh, and come back energized for a new week. And of course, but here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we will be starting your Friday because we will activate that Friday mode. And of course, my name is Shabalala, your prime cut, creative and positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle indlovukazi yakwantu ngithi kunina bayede wherever you are tuning in from. Get ready to get your Friday mode activated right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, because we're still deep inside, but of course, it's coming to an end. Nelson Mandela month. Today is the last Friday, and we will be spending some time out with Soweto Ndofaya hike. But man, there's a picture of the day, Mo. Yeah. The one behind me, the first order of the day right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, Mweketi, how are you? Before we get into anything, man, let's get in and let's check in with you, man. How are you?
Of course, I'm good. Thank you so much. And as you have mentioned, man, my Friday mode has been activated. And of course, I can't wait to give you all of the good content that we have for you because each and every morning we bring you what we call that energetic start to your day that can help you. And it's also accompanied by that daily positivity that we all need. It is a Friday. Yes, we ticked off a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And yes, it is a Friday. Preparations to the weekend so that we can also enjoy. And you also mentioned hiking.
Yay, right? Man.
Hiking a trader right there at Ndofaya. So a lot of good content is going to come out of there, and we're going to share that adventure that we will take in terms of the panoramic views that Soweto is bringing. But before we get into what Soweto has to offer, let us go outside and look into what other places have to offer. As you can see, the beautiful images behind you, man, and you're asking yourself, where is that place and when can I go, and which people can I take with me? So let's get straight into it, into today's picture of the day to help you with your bucket list. So behind us we have what we call the Greenpoint Urban Park, which is a lush, eco-conscious and have in Cape Town, nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and the iconic DHL Stadium, spanning over 10 hectares. It features a biodiversity showcase garden that celebrates indigenous Cape flora and educates visitors on environmental sustainability. The park's design incorporates rainwater harvesting, solar lighting, and recycled materials, making it a model for green urban spaces. With scenic views of Signal Hill and Lion's Head, it's a favorite for joggers, bird watchers, and families seeking a peaceful retreat in the heart of the city beyond its natural beauty. The park offers a wide range of amenities, shaded picnic areas, multiple playgrounds for different age groups, an outdoor gym, a sandy volleyball pitch, and even a labyrinth for quiet reflection. The experiential education garden and dome center provide interactive learning experiences inspired by Khoi heritage, while the park cafe serves light meals with panoramic views, pet-friendly and free to enter. Greenpoint Urban Park is a vibrant blend of recreation, education, and cultural storytelling, perfect for solo strolls, family outing, or romantic walks. You know what, TC? Yo, have you ever chilled at the Greenpoint Urban Park? That place is a little piece of paradise right in the middle of Cape Town.
Ah, yes, Mo. Joggers, families, lovebirds, everyone's out there enjoying the views of Signal Hill and Lion's Head. Plus, it's pet friendly.
Of course, and the vibe, man, immaculate. From outdoor gyms to that chilled picnic zone, I even saw someone meditating in the labyrinth, bro.
Imagine. It's that kind of park, man. Nature, wellness, and even some eco-education. Plus, The cafe hits just right after a walk.
Yeah, so if you're in Cape Town and looking for a peaceful green escape or even just a quiet walk with your dog, Greenpoint Eben is the park where it's at.
Oh man, for real, Mo, it's free, it's fresh, and it's got hot. So pull through, man, and you know what can help you get there? It's Tswelopele Shuttle Services with their exclusive travel packages only for you. And of course, if you want to know what that all is all about, just go and check this out.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Tswelopele Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Tswelopele Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Right, Vooka Nation, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's jump straight into it. Let's tell you what's going to come right at you. We're serving you looks right and fast right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, because today it's hashtag Fashion Friday, and today's guest on the fashion blog is of course Tolamo Mukwenyana, founder of Tolamo Motswana. So Vooka Nation, your Friday mode is going to be activated if it already isn't. And of course, she mentioned that for a long time, fashion has not been representative of Botswana. They have not been boldly showcased, they have not been a showcased culture and embraced. Thus, the Botswana line embodies true qualities of Setswana by tapping into the roots and authenticity of the culture.
Yeah, and you know what, TC, there is a saying in Setswana that goes, "Gabo motho go thebe phatswa," which translates to "home is where the heart is." So Vooka Nation, this conversation is for people who feel lost and disconnected to their cultures. The Motswana line is to allow their customers and clients to carry home with them everywhere they go. So please do make sure you stay tuned for this conversation and do not miss out, as we are going to be learning so much more about the Botswana culture and their heritage. So that's all. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy that conversation. But with that being said, let us take a quick short break with your weather update, and then we come back with your news, sports, headlines, and also traffic. All right, once again, a very good morning to you. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headline. Starting off with your first headline, victims' families demand compensation under constitutional rights. Former President Thabo Mbeki and former Justice Minister Bridget Mabandla are applying to join a landmark constitutional damage case. Families of apartheid victims accuse the government of politically suppressing prosecutions recommended by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Mbeki and Mabandla claim a direct interest and are seeking court approval to intervene in the matter. On the next headline, Mtombeni spearheads Operation Shanela crime crackdown in Ekurhuleni. Operation Shanela has been moved into Benoni, led by Gauteng Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Tomi Mtombeni. The crackdown targets illegal mining and zamazamas, which continue to plague the region. Residents have long complained about tremors and sinkholes linked to underground activity. Over the weekend, 221 suspects were apprehended throughout Ekurhuleni. On your next headline, ethical integrity drives effective anti-corruption efforts. At the concluding day of the anti-corruption conference, ethical leadership and morality emerged as key themes. Former Chief Justice Raymond Zondo emphasized that strong ethics are not optional. They are vital to combating corruption. He stressed that ethical conduct fosters public trust and reinforces institutional integrity. That is all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with the rugby news. Multi-sport star Riley Norton reflects on under-20 triumph. Former under-19 cricket star Norton chose rugby full-time and helped the junior Springboks win the under-20 World Championship in Italy, South Africa's first in 13 years. He credits cricket for instilling discipline but says rugby won his heart. Key to their success was intense preparation, including tours and matches against top-tier teams like the New Zealand and Argentina. Norton says trust and team culture gave them the edge when under pressure. Now on your football news, Barcelona cancels friendly over contractual breaches. Barcelona has cancelled their Japan match due to alleged contractual breaches by the tour promoter initially announced as the Yasuda Group. The second leg in South Korea may still proceed if conditions are met. The J1 League champions Vissel Kobe and promoters have issued apologies. Barcelona regrets the impact on fans and may adjust plans depending on further developments. Scheduled games in South Korea are against FC Seoul and Daegu. On the tennis news, Tsitsipas parts company with coach Ivanovic. Stefano Tsitsipas parted ways with coach Goran after a brief partnership marked by poor form and injury setbacks, including a Wimbledon first-round retirement. Critical of Tsitsipas' fitness, said the Greek star must address off-court issues to regain his top level. Tsitsipas, once ranked number 3 and a Grand Slam finalist, has dropped to the 29th and hasn't advanced past round 2 in majors since the 2023 French Open. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now let us take a short break, and then when we come back, TC is going to stand by with your latest traffic headlines.
Hey family.
Hi.
My name is TC Gamazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss.
My name is Ketua Ketumguni
On the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes.
Wow.
This is Ken, the One Irish comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday. Starting in now.
All right, Vooka Nation, let's get into your morning drive. Here's what's happening on Gauteng's road this morning. On the N1 northbound Midrand to Centurion, it's crawling near Olifantsfontein. Expect delays of 15 to 20 minutes. The Rand's moving faster than these cars. And of course, in your next traffic update on the M1 South, Parktown to Braamfontein, earlier breakdowns have been cleared, so smooth sailing now, but Empire Road still testing your reflexes. And obviously on the N3 South, Linksfield to the Galulis interchange, road works are in play. One lane open, so tap that brake and breathe. Alerts and hazards. No major incidents this morning, but the R21 near OR Tambo is wearing cones and flashing lights, so the lane closures are active. And the estimated travel times this morning: Sandton to Pretoria via the N1 will take you 55 minutes. Soweto to Braamfontein via the M1 will take you 35 minutes. And of course, OR Tambo to Rosebank via the R24 will take you 40 minutes this morning. So whether you're pushing pedals or planning detours, stay sharp, Mzansi. More movements after this. And of course, let's jump into your daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here, my name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my TC Shabanana Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manel Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
We are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to you live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
First, we've got TCO Wamazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes,
I'm gonna give you your daily update, so do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, Chocolate Blossom anyway. Yes.
Wow.
You wish it was you. This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday.
20 minutes past 7, it is the time. And a very good morning, Mzansi, the Vooka Nation, and everyone out there who is listening and watching. Welcome to another exciting and welcome back, man. Let me just say welcome back to the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. It is your energetic starter to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. Right here in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto, Dobsonville, in the Blinkhorst Studios. That is where we are streaming live. That is where all the magic is happening. From us to you, this is what we call breaking the boundaries of broadcasting. Boundaries.
I'm a boundaries.
Boundaries.
I'm a brownies.
The brownies, boy. Yeah, the brownies.
We put it in our own way, man. But we are breaking those boundaries of broadcasting, man. From wherever you are from wherever you are listening from, I would like to welcome you and say a very good good morning to you. I hope that you are feeling well. And it is a beautiful morning. Yesterday it was raining and it's a little bit cold outside. Not a little bit, but it is mild cold. Right? Because of the rain. Like out of nowhere. Why would it rain? Like sometimes weather behaves like a toxic partner in a relationship. You never know what's their next move, right? But I hope that everyone where they are feeling warm because it is Friday, man. Thank God it's Friday. Kusasa siyalala, Nkosi yami. Yo. It's been a long week. So of course, weeks. Man, one of the longest weeks, man. You know, it felt like
mara when uno kiss.
Oh shit.
Yeah, when uno kiss,
someone is living in Gotham.
Imagine, man. Imagine how it must have been for me, and it's still going to be because it looks like this is going to be a persistent issue. And of course, Tepi Song was in the news yesterday. Yeah, because you know, City Power has suspended our electricity services, citing that there are illegal connections that need to be removed before they can restore power. But they're taking like their own sweet time. I don't understand. They said they're waiting for a police escort, but police keep coming when the community strikes.
They come and
they come, they there. So guys, come when the police are there, man.
They just mobilize.
And then
like,
go and mobilize and do what the people are doing, because now, you know, the surrounding businesses are obviously going to be affected because, you know, the R55-8 is like a big road that, you know, there's a BP garage just there where there's Nandi lit, and, you know, they were complaining to the councillor saying, you know, now they're feeling a bit unsafe and intimidated because now the community is blockading but... You know, it's ongoing,
man. I saw the videos you shared with us. Hey, man, your community is wild.
But
bro, like, bricks in the street running with them. The police are even afraid to approach.
People want to behead.
Like,
people want to behead because, you know, when you're highlighting that community issue that you guys are facing. Yesterday, when I was home, I just, you know, opened the news. And there's something that is happening in Hammanskraal.
What's going on in
where
Hammanskraal?
the water is contaminated, right? Yeah, so people were complaining because the MEC came there and promised, you know, people that, you know, this issue will be fixed in the next week, right? And then it's still the next week and there's no solutions. Yeah, and the bad thing, one of the community members and the parents of the kids who go to school in Hammanskraal, they mentioned that whenever they washed their kids' shirt, you know, the shirt got damaged because of the water. On how bad the water was contaminated.
That's
that's how bad it is. They were like, yo guys, it's not nice living without water. You know, you guys told us that you're going to fix. So while you are fixing, at least open, you know, that the water pressure, you know, just open so that we can get some, because there's literally no water. And they're also complaining that water trucks, they even take time to come. Sometimes they don't even pitch up.
I mean,
like, you have to imagine, man, the whole of the community, even school kids, they don't have to bath at that moment to go to school.
I mean, it's scary, man. It's scary, man, because the description of the water you just gave, bruh, it's tearing up shirts. Imagine if you drink it, what happens?
Imagine what happens to your insides.
So one of the grannies, you know, she was interviewed there and was like, yo, the way it's so bad without water, I mean, guys, it would be better to even drink that contaminated water because we are dying, guys.
Man,
but thirst is bad.
How can you
guys?
Yeah, thirst is bad, but hey, man, I don't know, man, cool drink at least meanwhile. Let's go. I mean, what's this? Pick and Pay has
okay,
water,
but
like,
it's about affordable. The water
is affordable. It is affordable because they say 5 liters is like 5 rand.
But imagine, Steve, the whole community queuing for the water.
I mean, there are families and they can't afford that.
You know.
Hey, man. Hey, I remember. Let's not mention, but yeah, man.
Bottled water with things inside.
So we had bottled water. Imagine, this was sealed water, right? We shook it. And then as you're looking at the water spiral up, you're seeing little particles of, I don't know what it was, but there was something in the water.
Yeah.
See, man, our water sources are being threatened, and that's really just... I mean, imagine, we reported not so long ago that a children's home was without water. 20 what's that? The Children Memorial Institute or the Children's.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the way there were 20 NGOs there that had no water recently. Imagine,
Nah,
and now,
this is bad,
now
man.
it's
This is
Hammanskraal, and then, Nobile Ndlovu once came into our chat, while we were talking about that story about the children home, the children's home that had the 20 NGOs, we didn't have water. We came in to comment and say, guys, let's talk about this report that there's ARVs in the water.
Tell me about it, man.
And these current issues with the water, really, the Department of Water and Sanitation.
I mean, what's expected?
What are they saying about this?
Bro.
I need to know what they are saying about this and what's the plan of action.
First things first, man.
The
How?
MEC.
Yeah. Go on.
So the MEC mentioned that they're going to meet with certain stakeholders just to come with, a resolution in terms of this problem. So the residents were like, guys, these are the same promises we've been getting since
For
from
years.
last week.
Yeah.
Since from last week, because it's bad, man. It's been 3 weeks now without water.
I mean, the water thing in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, was it 2019 where there was no water even in Cape Town?
Yeah.
Bro, it was so bad in Cape Town, man.
Yeah.
What was that rule? If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Yeah, something along those lines. But it's bad, man. How can we live in a country? This is supposed to be one of the best countries in Africa, bruh.
Yeah.
But we're struggling with the simplest basic human need, water.
Come on, man. And,
But also, I can see, remember when I keep saying these things, I'm seeing something happening with the water. But I mean, when you control water, you control life.
Yeah, for real. Water is life.
We are complaining even about the pressure of the water, because for the last years, for last year, the water pressure was way too low. And for some places, when you decrease the pressure, the water doesn't come out.
Really, water will be privatized. How much you wanna bet?
Slowly, we slowly headed there. We slowly headed there.
Man,
we are slowly headed there.
No, we're not gonna get there.
That's why I say.
I mean, you know why I say we slowly headed there. Not so long ago, bruh, electricity was never private, but now there's a private company that runs electricity that's trying to overthrow ESCOM. So
to say we can assist with the load, we can
we can help
alleviate the pressure, you guys,
it's bad.
Yeah, man. Don't worry, man. But things are going to get better as we are seeing the reshufflings in the cabinet and the president trying to make sure that all of the South African residents in all communities are being catered for in terms of the service delivery. But with that being said, we showed you your financials on your screens. For someone who would love to travel to other countries and you would like to keep up with how the rand is doing with other currencies. So with me right here, I have the rand with other currencies from other countries like your USA, UK, and Japan, China, Australia, and Canada, and also Botswana. If you want to travel to Botswana, let us see hore randa e eme jwang. But starting off with the US dollar, we are on 17 rand 63. So for one US dollar, it costs you 17 rand 63 cents. And trend line of that is that the rand's flexing a little muscle up just enough to make imports feel lighter. We know that the bilateration of the relationship that we have with the US in terms of the tariffs, as they impose a 30% tariffs on the imports that we get from them, the hike. So there's the currency and the things that you have to look out for in terms of your financials, right? And we're looking to the euro. It's 20 rand 75 cents. 1 euro is equals to 20 rand 75 cents. So you have to calculate that at 2 euros, you're going to times the number by 2. So holding its ground against the euro, not great, but no shocks either. You can travel to the UK. So let us look into the British pound. 1 British pound is 23 rand 83 cents. still a pricey date with the Queen. The pound remains a tough contender and it keeps on going up and up. But if you want to travel to Japan, your chances of going there in terms of the exchange rate, they are looking good because one Japanese yen is 12 cents, right? Flat and calm, the rand and yen are keeping things chill. So you can travel in and out of Japan and make sure that everything that you do is on a stable financial rate. Now, let us look into the Chinese yuan. So one Chinese yuan will cost you 2 rand 46 cents. Slight wobbles, but still good news for traders importing from the east, right? And then heading over to the Australian dollar, it will cost you 11 rand 64 cents. A little wind down under your rands got a spring in its step here. Then heading over to the Canadian dollar, it's going to 1 rand. 1 Canadian dollar is 12 rand 93 cents. Quiet vibes with the loonie, no big moves, just a steady business. Botswana Pula, 1 Botswana Pula is 1 rand 32 cents. Border deals might stretch further, but the rand is showing some swagger over the pula. So these are your financials in terms of how the rand is looking like against other currencies. If you're someone who likes traveling, financials are things that you need to keep up with. And here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we have you and we got you covered, right? And going back to our news headlines, because we were looking into some of the things that are happening in our communities. Tepisong doesn't have electricity. Hammaskral doesn't have water. But one of the good things is that the GDE admission has announced that it is open for the intake of 2026. So if you did not get the message yesterday, the Gauteng Department of Education online admission for grade 1s up until grade 8, it is open. Last year, parents were complaining that they were trying to register their kids into the system, but the system kept on crashing down. Why? Because they did it a day before or a week before the schools open. So now you have all the time to register your kids because it is open. You can just simply go to www.studentroom.co.za. It will take you straight to the GDE admission, the Gauteng Department of Education online admission. So apply online for grade 1 and grade 8. GDE invites parents and guardians to apply online for the grade 1. Let me share this website with you so that you can see whenever you go into the website, this is what you are supposed to see, right? This is what you are supposed to see, the studentroom.co.za. And then when you scroll down there, you're going to get all your options and where to register. So the online application opening was yesterday, 24th of July 2025, and the closing date is the 29th of August 2025. This 37-day window gives parents ample time to apply and upload all required documents to ensure successful placement at a school in Gauteng. So one of the important notice is register a new profile for 2026. All applicants must create a new profile on the GDE online admission portal. Previous logins, credential, or profiles from past years will not be accepted. This measures ensures data accuracy for the 2026 intake. So for whoever who is listening and they are thinking of registering their kid for the 2026 intake, if your child is in between grade 1 and grade 8, this is the perfect time for you to register them.
Yeah,
Steve, have you registered your child?
Fortunately, I don't have a kid yet.
Fortunately.
Yeah, fortunately. Yeah. I don't have one yet. Yeah, man. Have you registered your kids?
What do you mean? They're already in school. Dude.
It's
Like, what's going on? Like, Utini.
Grade 1 to grade 8.
Like,
Grade 1 to grade 8.
Readmission.
All right, cool.
Okay, yeah, but this is the message for everyone out there who would like to register their kids in grade 1. If they are new, of course, maybe umtanungena grade R. This is the time for you to register them as early as possible.
Yeah.
Because next year, if you do it later, trust me, you will face problems. The child would have to go through a gap year.
Gap year from first year. Can you imagine? First year of school, and
having to experience a gap year at the age of 7 or 8.
Yo, bro.
No, that's bad for the kids. That's bad for the kids. But please, man.
Yeah, so I was about to
Oh.
The
actually
principal said
say
if the
that,
parents are struggling.
the principal of Itatezako Primary School,
Yeah.
had told us when we were out there for the Soweto Kota Festival's
Yeah.
Mandela Day celebration on, was it Thursday? No,
was
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes,
yeah.
on Wednesday, she told us that when we report on this issue on the show, we can we can let parents of Dobsonville and the surrounds know that if they're trying to get their child into Tatezako Primary School for
Yeah.
grade 1, they can, if they feel like the portal, they'll struggle
Yeah.
with the portal, or
Yeah.
they don't know how to navigate their way around the portal. Their gates are wide open for you to go into the school, and of course they'll assist you in the application process. So of course, thank you to Tatezako Primary School,
Yeah.
for reaching out to
man.
us and letting us know about that. So if you are in Dobsonville, listening to the listening and watching the Vooka Breakfast Show right now, and you have a little one that you want to enroll into a school near you, Tatezako is one of those schools that you can go physically visit and inquire about enrolling your child there, and they can assist you through the application process. And then, of course, regarding the electricity issue in Tepisong, I have a media statement that they released. So the Rodiport SDC outage has a WhatsApp channel where they keep, they update the citizens and communities on their electricity from, the Rodiport area, service area. They released a media statement yesterday at 4:05. It's laughable for me, but anyways, removal of illegal connection operation in Soweto, in Tepisong postponed due to safety concerns. So City Power regrets to inform members of the media that our planned operation, which was scheduled for today, Thursday, 24 July 2025, was cancelled and postponed to a later date, following a joint risk assessment by the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department, JMPD, and a Police Order Policing, POP. So the assessment concluded that the current security deployment is not sufficient to ensure the safety of all personnel involved due to the volatile environment in Tepisong. As a result, both JMPD and POP have advised against proceeding with the operation at the stage, which City Power fully accepts and supports. This postponement comes in the wake of last week's suspension of all operations in Tepisong following a series of escalating safety incidents, including the recent hostage situation involving a City Power team. Between January and May 2025, City Power replaced over 20 pole-mounted transformers valued at 400,000 each in Tepisong as part of our electrification and infrastructure recovery plan. These transformers were installed to restore and stabilize a power supply in the area, with the expectation that residents would regularize their electricity usage by vending through legal channels. However, despite these extensive interventions, only 3% of the community is currently vending electricity legitimately. So the overwhelming majority have continued to bypass meters, causing significant losses to City Power's revenue and causing severe strain on our network, which has led to overloading, damage to equipment, and ongoing outages. The safety of our employees is non-negotiable, and we will not risk their well-being in areas where lawlessness, non-compliance and community hostility persist. As previously communicated, City Power will continue with the suspension of all services to Tepisong until further notice, and operations will only resume once the residents and community leaders commit to strict conditions. These strict conditions conditions will include the installation and normalization of meters as well as the removal of illegal connections.
Yeah. Let us hope this one day will get to the bottom of it, and electricity will be restored to the residents of Tshepiso.
Yeah, and then they can release the hostage, please, man.
No, man. No. So there was an incident. So it was last week where I saw on the community group, on the service delivery group, where they were talking about. But it was Liratong village, because there was a incident where there's something that was installed to prevent the overloading of the grid.
Oh yeah.
Right. So the community in Liratong village were complaining that Tshepisong residents have electricity and they don't. So they held City Power hostage, not us, not Tshepisong.
No, I didn't say Tshepisong. I just said.
The thing is, with City Power, they kind of combine the two places because of Tshepisong switching station supplies that area. Supplies that area, supplies E2 and 3, which is a place called Itulamtwana, close to Kagiso. So, and then there's a place called Extension 7 that's close, that's towards Bramfisherville.
Yeah.
So it also supports that. So, it supports those three areas, that switching station near Tshepisong. So then when they installed this mechanism that when the grid is overloaded, it trips a certain part of the community to alleviate that pressure, to stabilize the electricity. They complained, and then all of that ensued. And then that's when the City Power team was held hostage when they tried to investigate as to what's happening.
Yes, South Africa.
Hey, man, it's a lot. But
imagine working for City Power, going there to help them, and then next thing.
I mean, with Eskom, they always understand because they have been in business for such a long time. So their vans have been vandalized. Even
no pun intended.
even in the megawatts. I remember in Jozi, the megawatts in Jozi was vandalized by the residents. They came in numbers. They were like, we've had enough, guys.
We don't want this anymore.
Yeah, and it's bad. And it's actually bad when you see it escalating in this manner to a point that now people are getting, are held hostage. So it shows that each and every day our service delivery, it's not even getting better, it's just getting worse. People are like, what, guys, you guys are going to restore electricity if we take one of the people that are working in city. Imagine you're working in city power,
and then the next thing
they hold you hostage
by your own people, man.
Like Bafetu.
Nah, it's horrible. It's horrible, man.
What is happening? We are all crying here. So we just hope, man, that this matter is going to be handled,
dissolved.
Because the community, regarding the thing about meters, right? When people were paying for electricity in the group, now this is the things that are being spoken in the group, right?
Yeah.
People in the community in Tshepisong are not opposed to meters. We had meters and people were buying electricity, but electricity was still not stable.
Yeah.
Because you know what happens? Because now squatters, towards Gwamozis, there's people like squatter camps that just develop overnight.
Nowhere,
you guys know that. We've seen this happening in Santon. We're seeing this happening in Four Ways. So what's been happening towards Gwamozisi and other parts, so there's just squatters that
squat.
Yeah, they just squat. They just overnight they are there. Do you understand? And then what they do, then they connect illegally. Do you understand? So then still, ugesi wethu stable. So people are like, how? Sithenga ugesi mara still ugesi awukho stable. So why?
I mean,
why?
it
Then they
wouldn't
started
be
ubrija amameter. Do you understand? Or like, literally just taking them out in entirely. Like, okay, I know a guy on my mom's street. Like with my mom, let me even explain. Nje, very close to home. My mom, right? So one day her meter, she even now on her meter, she still sits with about 150 units on her meter. So one day she had an issue with meter yake. She calls City Power, her boss at work, she asked her boss to assist her, like, hey man, I'm having issues with my electricity and I'm the only house on the street with no electricity. Something to do with imitayami and the connectivity la payane transforming epoxine. So can you please, ask City Power to come out because I've been doing it, but trying to contact these people. Okay, her employer helps her. They get City Power on the line. City Power comes to her house. They temporarily, City Power, and imagine now I'm putting them on blast because City Power is a giti. Yona ya preacher, imitaga mamam ya ishinjalo. But when they looked at the box, like it seemed like a lot of people had been there'd been somebody before them that had been there messing around there. So what had happened is like there's some other connection there that's like wires that are crossed. So it's not reading. So ugesi available till today, my mom is like, Mina, I have all my slips. I've been buying ugesi. I have 150 units in my meter as we speak. It's just because when I asked City Power to come and fix, actually she even has, even now, the number, that reference number they give you. Yeah. She said she kept all that because she felt like, in case tomorrow they come back and say she bridged it. She didn't. They came, they're like, okay, because we're trying to, but temporarily for now, let's just sikubrijele thina as City Power
sizobuya
silungisa today azange baza babuya bayilungisa. So whose fault is that? Now I'm talking about personal experience from my mom's house. Now this is like me. This is what happened with me. My mom was not opposed to buying ugesi. My mom bekawuthenga ugesi every month. Whenever phela kumanje on her meter kusasele 150 units. Namhlanje when you switch on that meter, it shows 150 units. But City Power came in. Babrija laphayana bathi bazobuya balungise abazange babuya. So whose fault is that? The thing is, service delivery is bad in Tepisong, and I don't know if this is to do with the community leaders, the councillors, or perhaps I don't know, City Power themselves. But there's some sort of disconnect there between the community leaders of Tepisong and City Power themselves. Something is off.
What's going on?
So you do know, hey man, South Africa, the parliament is corrupt. So it might be, I'm not saying that's what's happening. It might be to say,
there's been members of the Tepisong community who have come out with scandals that they know maybe it's also scorned people who are involved. Manje yabona unkiphile etilini manje ngizokexpose, who have come onto the group to say, hey, Ntontoni, this has happened with funds because Harmony Mine, somehow also contributes towards, the upkeep of service delivery in Tepisong. But I don't know, there's been talks in the group of the mismanagement of those funds by community leaders. Hey man, a lot is happening. A lot has happened. But the thing is, even now, when I'm looking at the group as we're talking on this issue, people are like, no, but why is City Power saying Tina yithi singafuna amameter? Akuseyithi singafuna amameter. We open to amameters, but angeke sithengi ayikho. Ngeke sithenga into engekho ugesi uhlezi ungekho but siyawuthenga. Why? Usuthengelani siyazi ukuthi kuyafana nanoma sisi ufuna angeke ube khona. The supply is not stable. And then the councillor, when we alert him that there's squatters who are coming and basidonsela ugesi. Those squatters tell you, Guti, no, but Tina Spatali Maleti Zeni to your councillor for land. Guti, we must be here. I'm being serious. These are things we face, La Payana. And then City Power and says it's the community members. No, it's not us. Yeah. We've never said no to meters. We were buying ugesi. I'm talking now, even my mom. There's a guy on my mom's street. He still buys ugesi till this day. We are saying ugesi, ubabsimelani. Ubabasimelani uyawuthenga ugesi, guys, and uhlala emnandini uyawuthenga ugesi.
And I mean,
let's Tepisong West uyawuthenga ugesi, but do you understand? Still, Gumanje, and he's suffering with everybody else. But you're
sorry, bro. Sorry,
I mean,
man.
with the systems, man, because I think it needs a very, a deep, what you call, investigation. Yeah. Because with the ESCOM, they can see in their system who is buying and who is not buying. So it makes it easy for them to kind of separate, a block that is famous for not buying and bridging electricity.
But also, would assume City Power does the same because they are a power company. They should be regulated. regulating.
I mean, for them to come and preach for you and tell you that that something is fishy there, it shows that even the system that they use, man, is questionable, right? So it's these kind of things. I mean, you know, when she speaks about the counselor, even in Slovo, they investigated to a point that they found out that the counselor, you know, was misusing the fund.
Yeah.
And then when they changed the counselor, Slovo had a primary school, Slovo built a clinic, Slovo started having to have streets. You understand? So it shows that these things can be, you know, tracked back to one person mismanaging the funds. And also parties, allegedly, they are also involved in this thing. That, you know what, man? For
Allegedly.
them, so just keep the residents protesting, because we know that the protests don't even reach parliament. That is one of the issues. People can block the street, but that complaint doesn't even go further to the municipality.
It doesn't even reach the ears.
It doesn't even reach. So they're like, okay, no, like just keep them protesting, because we know that this gets more money into our pockets.
I mean, at the end of the day, it feels like a game they play, you know.
Yeah,
switch
it's
off
like
the
political
electricity.
More protest, more money.
I hate it because it's the citizens, and that's why yesterday I asked the questions: Do like normal, you know, citizens, like the underprivileged communities, do they ever do they feel politics offer them? Do they feel politics include and involve them?
If I may speak for them now, I don't think they do.
They don't, because I'm just telling you about the things they speak about in the group that I'm in.
Man, it's bad. It's bad, man.
City Power, you know, the city of Johannesburg has launched a campaign. It's called the FBE, Free Basic Electricity. So they're doing registrations in Ward 89 for that, which will be taking place on the 26th and the 27th of July from 9:30 until 2:30 in the afternoon. Walter Vreden Park, Donovan McDonald Retirement Village. So there's places where
it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Yeah,
going
so
on.
there's some movements happening, things are happening, but yeah, man, there's a lot.
I mean, I wish I had nicer news, better news. Unfortunately, I have bad news as well, man.
It's all bad news, and we
man.
are getting to the bottom of it, as much as we are highlighting and hoping.
It's a mixture, because I think it's a mixture of good and bad news. I mean, you know, that free basic electricity initiative is going to assist the pensioners, like the households run by pensioners who are living on ISASA grant, you know, things like that. I mean, that's a positive side, but then obviously the negative side is now just these situations where now
I wouldn't really say it's a positive thing. I mean, our household shouldn't rely on SASA money, on grant money at the end of the day.
No, I mean the initiative to give them free electricity.
Oh, free electricity.
Because it's a
Okay.
basic
basic
But before we come back to you, Steve, right?
Yes.
On the social media.
That's social media in Tswana.
In Tswana.
Yes,
Say it again.
Strating sa mafaratlhatlha. I know Zulu people are like, we are too.
No,
Relax,
I even
Zulu
knew that
people.
meant social media. And I'm
Relax, Zulu people.
benefits of watching, you know,
70,
South African productions. You learn other languages.
So right there we have a Tembi Mni coming through. Say a very good morning, Vooka team and Vooka Nation. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile on a Friday. Yeah, sir. And then Tembi comes back and say it's a bit cold. Take care, stay focused, and be blessed. Thank you so much, Mama. We will stay focused, and thank you for the blessings. Also, blessings back to you. And she comes back and say missed the show yesterday morning because of electricity again.
Oh, this electricity issue is horrible.
Yeah, it's affecting a lot of people.
Hey man, let's
City Power,
I think we should just go off grid. You know, get our solar panels.
Off grid, man. Off grid living. I promote that.
But you see, it's raining, man. Like you know what? We are even going against nature.
Hey man, nature
So
generator.
So we
See
need
what
a
I
solar
did there?
panel that works with water, man. At least when the sunlight.
I think there might be
when there's water.
a hydraulic electric system. Isn't there? There is.
I mean,
It's part of the plans of renewable energies in South Africa. Yeah.
Hydroelectricity, it's called.
Yeah, it's part of the projects that are coming in South Africa on the renewable energy. So because we saw that the UN this year they donated some of the money, so the project has started. So we don't know how far are they with it.
Oh,
in
you know
terms
what?
Of renewable energy and not having the issues of electricity in our country.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, let's just just use
I know
kinetic
we got
energy.
a
Take these
nuclear
politicians.
power station in is it the Western Cape, Banele, where we have a nuclear
Karoo.
power, or is it the Karoo?
Yeah,
somewhere? But
it's
we've
in the
got a-
Karoo. I
yeah.
remember Minister Gayton McKenzie because he's from there. So he was
Yeah.
like, guys, these politicians are keeping us away from, like, they've got a gold mine there. You know, they're sleeping on that nuclear power that's underground. So they're like, no, guys, focus on other things. Because there are people who are securing land right there in the Karoo. as
Is it?
Billionaires.
And there's years
They're
back
securing
when I
land
heard,
there.
Yeah.
So
they
they're
were
gonna
talk-
Because
obviously
there's
mine
minerals.
it. Yeah, they're gonna
There's
obviously
minerals.
mine.
Yeah,
it.
and there were talks of fracking being done in those parts.
Yeah.
You know, there was
Yeah.
a conversation, I think years, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
where, you know, it came out that, you know,
Yeah.
they'd be doing some fracking
Yeah.
in those areas.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
interesting,
Bad,
man.
man. It's
So
bad.
going back to the socials right there on YouTube, Zinzi Elizabeth comes through saying a very good morning to the Vooka Nation and the best breakfast team. Sivukile. And man, I missed the live stream the past 2 days and happy to join you in today.
Oh, we happy you
Hashtag,
joining us. We happy you joining us.
Happy Friday.
Hashtag Vooka
And then
Nation.
Ms. Tembi comes through again saying, spread your love, Vooka team and the Vooka Nation. And hear what I'm saying now. You feel me? And Zizi comes through saying, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. And I would like to wish you all beautiful, blessed morning as we start the weekend with a jam-packed show. Of course, man, heading to your weekend, there are a lot of things that you should look out for because today we're going to be joined, of course, on an online call by Tolamo Mokwenyana, right?
Yeah.
She is Matolano Motswana.
Motswana.
She is the founder of Motswana, right? Fashion. Matolamo Motswana is a fashion and design brand by creative entrepreneur and multidisciplinary artist Tolamo Mokwenyana. The brand's most prominent and successful line called Motswana influenced the official company's name change to Tolano Motswana. Paying homage to Setswana, the roots, culture, and identity, the company believes fashion is beyond material and that it is more spiritual than the garments. The reason behind the brown and beige is to highlight Botswana's colors and connection to the soil and mountains, created to allow you to carry home with you. That is Motswana. She is going to be joining us in a very wonderful conversation right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So I hope that you will never miss it. So before we go to an ad break until we hit 8 o'clock, another last headline before I come to you, Steve. Operation Chanela hits Ekurhuleni, 221 arrests in illegal mining. So authorities escalate the fight against illegal mining and Zamazamas in Gauteng hotspot. Lieutenant Jenny Tomim Tombeni is leading Operation Chanela through Binoni and wider Ekurhuleni. So their focus is on illegal mining with community reports of tremors and sinkholes linked to underground activity. Over the weekend, 221 suspects were arrested. So this implies that the SAPS is showing commitment to restoring order in the affected communities. They also bring a temporary relief but highlights the need for long-term solution to illegal mining. It also raises concerns about the safety of the residents and integrity of infrastructure. So from tremors to takedowns, Binoni feels a shake of the Operation Chanela, but are arrests enough to stop the Zamazama chaos? More developments in the story are going to come up as we continue. So what do you have for us, man?
Yeah, man. Former South African Deputy President David Mabuza has passed away at the age of 64 years. He died in a hospital in Sandton, Johannesburg. David Mabuza, a former teacher and long-serving African National Congress leader who served as Deputy President from 2018 to 2023. So, hey, man, bad news. People are just passing.
May his soul continue to rest in peace.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yeah, because
he
I
was-
mean, he passed away earlier on this month, actually. On the 3rd of July 2025, on a Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, after prolonged illness. So, yeah.
Yeah, so may his soul continue to rest in peace. He was a very good leader as a South African, known him to be the deputy president of South
And
Africa.
regarding that situation there in, you know, Ekurhuleni, man, you know, it's quite bad because you remember I mentioned fracking. Do you know what fracking is?
Fracking.
So fracking or hydraulic fracturing is a method of extracting natural gas and oil by drilling into the earth and fracturing rock formations with high pressure water and chemicals. So while it can increase energy production, which is obviously why, you know, they were trying to do it, I think, in that area or in the Karoo, fracking is widely criticized for its negative environmental and health impacts, including water contamination, air pollution, and potential links to earthquakes. So you see things like fracking and this illegal mining, they're not good for, the earth, sustainability,
Mother Earth.
environmental sustainability. So, man, I'm glad that, they're doing something about that, because those sinkholes, those are dangerous. Those are dangerous. Like, whole areas can disappear in a sinkhole.
That's part of the reason why we have landslides and stuff.
Whole areas can just disappear in a sinkhole.
Yeah. So, those are some of the things that are taking place, because there is someone who also came with an information in terms of what is going on in Ekurhuleni, in terms of the ministers and people in high position, being part of chrome mining. So there are people who are paying these zamazamas to go and mine for chrome, because these people, they don't even mind to stay like 2 months underground.
Man.
The money is good.
There was a podcast I was checking out. Justice podcast was on, but on the podcast they had a former Zamazama person that was there, right?
Yeah.
He said a lot of things. He said, so the Zamazamas don't go there on their own accord, on their own will.
They go there. By instruction.
By instruction.
Yeah,
by the higher ups, man.
Yeah, it's like.
And then, man, it's wild. It's
like,
wild.
go there. There's not a lot of issues,
and
there's
even
security.
Crazier?
It's an area.
What's
where
crazy is there is security. There are police, but they have a pass. They get there and say so and so said we must come, and then they get a pass.
So the thing is, people they don't understand when it comes to breaking down the syndicate. You do not have to arrest. The
small fish.
Yeah,
let's get the whale, man.
You need to break down, the whole system, because these people. If I know that when you're underground you're paying 70 grand, I would also risk myself. I don't mind being arrested.
I also need 70,000, man.
Yeah. So you're asking yourself, Chrome is responsible for producing like stainless steel.
Yes.
And we know that when it comes to the automotive industry in South Africa,
they use a lot of chrome.
They use a lot of chrome. So there are people who are willing to risk their lives to say, you know what? Even politicians, they're willing to put in the money so that they can have, some of the shares in the automotive industry. But police are working so hard, man, to bring down those syndicates in South Africa so that community members can have peace, man. Imagine the next thing we are well.
Guys.
And then the next thing you're on an interview.
There's dust all over your face.
Hey, man.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
You understand?
But man, it is 3 minutes past the hour 8 o'clock, man. Let's head over to a quick ad break.
Before we do that, a special shout out right there on our chat, because we see a super chat has been given through by Nelly Swam. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, number one breakfast show.
Yes, sir. Give her that one. Give her that one.
Good morning, fam. Hashtag Happy Friday. Keep warm, guys, in the struggle of ESCOM. Love you, guys.
Wait again. Month end. It's around that
We love
time
you,
where
Nelly.
people are paid and getting paid.
We love you. We love you back.
I think you know what we should
love
do,
those gifts in the form of money.
I think you know what we should do, yeah? For like let's say in a month, which is 4 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
The person that gives the most super chats has the luxury of joining us and seeing us live,
But we're busy,
Hey.
Yeah, but that would be nice.
But
That would be nice.
as we speak, we go live during the
instead
week.
of bringing yourself, bring the money. The money will talk for you. The money will come.
Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the gifted.
But yeah,
man.
thank you so much. Before we go to the break, Simami Kalan also comes through saying hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning, Vooka Nation, and hashtag Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone who is watching. And I hope that your morning is going to feel very energetic as we've got more things for you coming up after this short break. So please don't go anywhere.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi Mest. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working my body. TC7 on Wakabazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
Boogie, we are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, one of our do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to you live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the streets.
Of course, we've got TCO Wamazibugo with the topic update. Right now, we are going to N1 Southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes, sir.
So, looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast
Yes,
Show.
sir.
Asante at least.
Hey family,
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Muketi Maimane.
my name is Musi Mist
My name is Ketsu Ketumguni.
on the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes.
Wow.
So, of course, man, welcome back. You are live with the best morning tea, man, the Vooka Breakfast Show, where you get that daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the
with
day.
no doubt, with no
Brought
doubt.
to you by the Blinko Network, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. And of course, man, we've been discussing what's going on in and around Mzansi with the news headline. It's 7 minutes past the hour 8. And, you know, I know a lot of you have opinions, and a lot of us right now, you know, we're wondering what's happening politically in our country. A guest that has graced us on the show, Pastor Dave Barber, you know, he made a video, you know, talking a little bit about how he feels about what's happening in our government, and of course how that affects him because he deals with, you know, drug addiction and of course helping the people who are addicted to drugs through his ministry and of course his initiative called Walking with Winners. Mwikitsi, can you just play that video and Vooka Nation, check this out as Pastor Dave Barber, you know, gives us his opinion and on how he feels about what's happening in the government today.
About halfway through the video, so I'm going to do it again. So what I was saying is that I'm getting some hope, eh? So I've been watching Byron from Morning Shot, Mark Sham from Political Insider. I watched Ian Cameron speaking on the Portfolio Committee instituting investigations into the corruption in the police. And then I also saw that Cyril and John are over in China begging them for some kind of help, and this is all very, very, you know, based on everything that I'm seeing, plus the arrests that are being made, and the fact that there's members of political parties across the board being implicated in all this murder and mayhem and drug running and all of that shows me that something is happening. And what I'm seeing is that these people are fast realizing that we are about to be economically isolated from the world. America has passed the bill through the committee stage and it's on its way to the House of Representatives and the Senate and all of that. And they say that once it's gone through committee, it'll go through those houses quick shop, because what I'm hearing is that Democrats as well as Republicans are looking favorably upon this bill, which is out to sanction top political leaders in this country, which speaks very well for us as South Africans, because the truth be told, these guys are starting to realize that, the chickens are coming home to roost, and those that are going to be impacted the most heavily are them. And what we've got to understand is that Europe is going to follow America, because Europe doesn't want to be cut out of its economic ties with America or its military ties with America, primarily with NATO and what's going on in Ukraine with Russia. And then obviously with their own migrant crisis that they're having there, where, we're seeing more and more right-leaning governments coming into power in Europe, and are starting to push back against these migrant invasions that are taking place. And they're going to need America's support to, fully capacitate what they want to do there. Countries like Greece, I see Spain, other countries are already starting to round these people up and send them back to where they came from, which is primarily us here in Africa. And we in Africa are already battling to deal with the people we already have, let alone those we've exported elsewhere. So, it's a massive turn of events. And, the government has got various choices that they can make here, particularly those in the GNU, the supporting parties, whether or not they're going to support this ANC government all the way down into complete and utter destruction, or whether they're going to make a plan to stand on what is happening internationally. You must understand that when what South Africa has done by turning its back on America is it's literally isolated itself from everyone other than the BRICS nations. And what the South African government just doesn't seem to want to understand, which us as lay people understand quite clearly, we're not economists, we just see what's going on, is that even those BRICS nations are dependent upon America, to do trade. China's biggest export market is America. They import very little from America. China's biggest manufacturing sector is American goods, which they then sell back to America, and American companies, things like Apple processors, Nike Takis, these types of things. So, when it comes down to what the government has done, the government here has actually pushed themselves into a corner where they've had to now go bow at the feet of China, and China itself is pretty dependent on America for economic stability. So, when China has to make a call between helping South Africa or continuing trade with America, which America has made very clear, anyone who is doing business with BRICS countries is going to get ultimately an extra 10% tariff, and he's even talking about certain countries getting 100% tariffs if they're members of BRICS. Now, if you look at the countries that are members of BRICS, we had the president or the prime minister of India in America making deals. We've got the situation in Iran, where Iran is pretty much now completely isolated. No one can buy their oil, and no one wants to buy their oil because they don't want to come on the wrong side of America. And we're still kissing the backsides of these countries. And it's pretty much going to be a situation where these countries are going to have to make a choice of whether to do business with us or do business with America. Europe is going to turn to America's side. And, these guys that have got bank accounts all over Switzerland and all these places, the Swiss are also, they're just going to freeze that money. So they're in an exceptionally difficult position, and they've got two choices: turn the ship or become a dictatorship. And us as South Africans, we're not going to stand for a dictatorship. That I can tell you. We've been very quiet and we haven't done much. But it's getting to the point now where, if you're on the street and you're talking to the average South African, which the government doesn't do. Yesterday, I'm sitting at Mall of the South, I'm having lunch with my wife. And the next minute, 3 cars pull in, big luxury German vehicles, 1, 2, 3, 7 bodyguards with some little dude. Now, walk the little oak into the flipping mall. 7 bodyguards, 3 cars to come to the shopping mall. We as South Africans are tired of paying for stuff like that. And you know what, Why do you need 7 bodyguards? What are you doing that, is, endangering your life? You're afraid of the people you're supposed to be leading. This is what freaks me out. But the good news is that South Africa and the government now is at a crisis point, And what did somebody say to me? They're at terminal velocity now. They either got to turn this thing around, or they're going to be out of power and probably, in all likelihood, are all going to be prosecuted and end up doing jail time. You know, we have this guy, Kuneni, who now gets caught at the house while they're arresting a kingpin, you know, alleged kingpin, and claims he doesn't really know the guy. Then, not even 48 hours later, the photos are all over the social media of him at nightclubs with this guy, of him in photo opportunities with him and Gayton McKenzie with this guy, you know, and so, proving to be a liar, you know what I mean? And then what these guys have got to understand, these top-level politicians, the police now have in custody Kat Mutlala, they have in custody this Molefe guy that is implicated in all these murders. They've got in custody the 3 hitmen that were responsible for actually physically killing a couple of people on instruction of this Molefe fellow. And what do you think is going to happen when Molefe and Matlala have to make a decision of, you're looking at 50 years in jail, or we can give you a reduced sentence to 10 or 15 years, or even get you off the hook if you tell us where the orders come from and you give us the evidence that we need to prosecute those that the orders come from. What do you think they're going to do? I know crime. I know criminals. They're going to turn on those politicians faster than lickety split. And this is a very, very good thing. These guys are in very serious trouble, and they are not sleeping at night, I promise you. And then on top of that, Trump is putting pressure at the best time ever. So everything is coming together at the same time. Now, when you look at that from a spiritual perspective, you've got to see God's hand in this, because from nothing, we've gone from 0 to 200 kilometers an hour in South Africa in the last 2 weeks. And, the signs are very clear. The signs are very clear. And this ANC government, I promise you, the best thing they can do, I'm telling you now, is step out. Along with all their lackeys that, come from the ANC and have opened their own parties and all of that. You guys are done. It's over. South Africa is finished with you. We're looking to a new, fresh leadership to take us on a new, fresh path forward.
Yeah, man. Dave Baba, I know him from when he came through to studio. He can go on for quite some time, but he's spitting facts and giving so much knowledge and nuggets and pieces of information that are vital to both you and I. Change marobalo, change everything. Get Friday ngwana go ga yo perhaps wondering how musi missed. So ya velu vela gopi. So the thing is, we didn't inform you and tell you yesterday that this morning, courtesy of the Ndofaya hiking, our very own Stephen, nothing is ever even, and of course, Megeti My Money, the son of Mother Nature, are going to be spending some time with Ndofaya hiking this morning, and Soweto hiking. Soweto Ndofaya hike. Hey, Boma Sike. Yes, I fell them all. So Stephen and Mweketi are going to be spending some time out there, and that's what's been happening. So that's why change everything in Fetu. And now you're hanging out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist, and very interesting conversations have been taking place this morning, and we hope that you have been enjoying it. What should by now 109 episodes deep in should be your absolute favorite rendezvous, and right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blanco Network. But of course, I do also recognize that there are some of you that are spending some time with us and hanging out with us for the very first time. So welcome as well. You're part of the family. And we're going to have such a great time together. The time right about now is 19 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock on a Friday morning, the 25th of July, 2025. So, Bahola. Babanye itlokile bright and early.
Vroeg in de dag
bright and early this morning. So, but 25, we see you, we recognize you, we acknowledge you, and yeah, man. So, do keep sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But it needs not end there. It absolutely needs not not end there. It can also continue across all our social. It can also continue our WhatsApp line. So I meant to say using the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that both you and I can share our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. So with that being said, Everybody, talk to me. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, Vooka Nation. I'm doing okay. Oh my gosh, got blusher because I'm looking at myself. But I hope Vooka Nation are doing okay, man. Imagine rain in winter. Now, that's something that is very unusual, but then we live in South Africa. All the unusual things always happen konala Mzansi. But as you know, I go by the name of Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Plays. But see, the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tuntuni and a bone. But thank God it's Friday. Obviously, you know that you need to look forward to what your gig got, because I'll definitely be connecting you to the different places that you can head up or go to so that you can have your fun, relax with you, your family, or your loved ones, man. I hope you're ready for that one, hey?
Yeah, and very, very cool stuff. So, like I said, that Stephen and Mokez are going to be spending some time out there on the hiking trail, and as the show continues and throughout the duration of the show, we're going to be jumping back and forth and just checking up on them and just trying to find out what is happening on that side. But so with that being said, I quickly want to jump into what we have with regards to the history lesson that we have for you on a day-to-day basis. Very, very interesting stuff. But I was listening to Mweketi and TC and Stephen this morning, and TC seems very passionate about the and I completely understand why that is, because I remember there was a time where we also Dobsonville didn't have electricity for a good while, almost 2 weeks. On a Monday when power was cut, and it only came back. So a full week, we completed a full week in a couple of days. So it was crazy. So it's on a Monday afternoon. And then the other Monday, the following Monday, which was the following week, still it hadn't come back. And then I think it came back like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. But it came back in sections. So that was crazy. So I completely understand where she's coming from with that one. I don't know about you guys, but I know Gomirolens. I don't know if you were affected straight, but I know Gomirolens, there was a time where recently, actually.
Yeah,
right?
it's actually quite recent. If I'm correct, I think it's around about the early start of this month, where we had your Zone 6, Zone 7, 8, 9, 10 did not have electricity. So imagine all those different zones did not have electricity. And already Zone 10 and Zone 6 are like the ones that are lacking and struggling the most with electricity. And I also know that it also affected Zone 1, where some parts of Zone 1 had electricity and some parts didn't have electricity. So there was like quite a lot happening, even to us, because I live in Zone 2. So Zone 2, I think we spent almost like 2 days without electricity. And obviously, because we live right across Zone 6, they was like, go Zone 2. Because Zone 6, it can literally go in a week. They can literally go almost 5 days without electricity, then it comes back. And then the following week, it goes again for days on end. So electricity problem, man, it's a nationwide problem. It's not just
Tepiso.
It's not just Tepiso. It's not just Dobsonville, but it's a nationwide thing.
It seems to be drastic. That's because as TC is mentioning, it's almost like a week now since power was cut off that side. And yesterday, as we were hanging out after the show here in the studio, she was mentioning strikes are happening out there, and now
oh yes, I remember she even showed a video.
Yeah, the JMPD is out there now and stuff like that, and so people are frustrated, man. And I mean, understandably so, and with reason, with very good reason, because it's the dead of winter, like I said. And TC, remember yesterday I said I don't want to jinx it. I jinxed it, Chief. I jinxed it. It's cold. I know. It's raining. Like yesterday, just literally less than 20 minutes after Banele and I'm sure TC now when you got off the taxi, it was raining. Literally less than 20 or 10 minutes after Banele and I had said our goodbyes to each other and Mr. B, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Cool. It starts raining.
Because I know it actually caught up with me on my way home. Like when it started raining, it's Amazon 7, go Spider Park.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like what's going on? And I was busy la pile, being all Ashari la pile, walking in the rain. I was like, I'm gonna let it burn. And then, and then it decided to rain again in the night. I was like, because when I got home, I was a bit wet. My mom laughed at me because immediately I just went inside my jam. It's like, how sonale teng yana ke auna metsi a tshisa no yana ke batla mofuto.
Yeah.
For the fact that
you're cold,
man. Like, and even my uncle came inside the house, was like who's ever seen rain in winter? And I'm like, my bro,
it's rare. Yeah, where you experience like 5-6 types of seasons in a day, all seasons in one day, man. So that's what's happening, that's what we're experiencing. And I guess I jinxed it. I spoke way too, and then I did say to TC, you know what, I don't want to keep talking about this thing because I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. And I'm talking way too early. I'm speaking way too early. So guys, you got relay and stuff like that. And it's cold, it's wet, it's not pleasant. And like I said, I'm absolutely one of those people who completely hates this type of weather. So, but I do know there are people who appreciate it. There's people I know who love this kind of weather and they marvel at it. And it's like, yo guys, the entire time. And I'm like, Chief, how do you function in such, But with that being said, on a day-to-day basis, Moketsi always says that we give you a lesson that you were robbed of or that you were denied the entirety of. But I don't fall under that category, Chief. I did history in high school and I got my entirety of the history lessons. So on a day-to-day basis, we always give you things that have occurred and things that have happened and taken place throughout history. And on this day, it is no exception whatsoever, the 25th of July. The first one is from back in 2010. The British TV series Sherlock, created by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, and starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, debuts. Premiering on the 25th of July 2010, Sherlock reimagined Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's iconic detective in modern-day London, with Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock Holmes and Martin Freeman as Dr. John Watson. Created by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, the series blended sharp writing, cinematic visuals, and contemporary tech to solve classic mysteries. Its debut episode, A Study in Pink, captivated audiences and critics alike, launching a globally acclaimed show that won multiple awards and redefined Holmes for a new generation. Then the second one is from back in 1996. The Supremes release their single You Can't Hurry Love. Very, very cool stuff. Released on this day, the 25th of July 1966, You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes became one of Motown's iconic hits, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and soul charts. Written by legendary Holland Dozier and Holland Trio, the song blends pop and soul with a gospel-inspired message about patience in love, echoing the lyrics of a 1950s spiritual, with Diana Ross on lead vocals and the Funk Brothers providing instrumentation. It showcased the group's evolving sound and helped cement their status as a dominant force in the 1960s music scene. Very, very interesting stuff. And then the last one we have for you is from back in 1978. The world's first test tube baby is born. Hi, Louis Joe Brown became the world's first baby conceived through in vitro fertilization, IVF, when she was born in England on the 25th of July in 1978. Very interesting. Created outside the body in a petri dish due to her mother's infertility, her birth marked a turning point in reproductive medicine. The pioneering work of Dr. Robert Edwards and Patrick Steptoe And Jean Purdy opened doors for millions of families worldwide, though it also stirred intense ethical debates that gradually shifted as IVF became a widely accepted practice. This is very, very interesting. I actually have never looked into when did IVF start, like the inception of IVF, you know?
You're actually not the only person, because I think even still now, IVF is actually a process that's still being shunned upon, or being a surrogate mother for somebody who maybe has a problem and can't carry full term, and then you offer to carry the baby for them for full term. It's still something that is shunned upon. And for me, I feel like it shouldn't be shunned upon, man, because eventually you're helping a family have the kid or the baby they've always wanted in their life. And it's very amazing that actually IVF dates that far along. Now I'm beginning to wonder when exactly did surrogacy even begin?
1978, that's what, like 47 years ago. Yeah. It's very, very, very interesting, man. And man, so that's what we have for you for today in history and things that have occurred throughout the entirety of our history. Some good, some bad, some are happy, some are not so great. But we go through all of those because they have all contributed to the lives that we're living now and some of the perspectives that both you and I hold. And then some inventions that are or have been created by South Africans or Africans, but like as we saw yesterday, some are outside of the continent. Today we have BMO or BMO. This is a compact award-winning health monitoring device created by Withings in 2024, designed to perform ECGs, capture heart and lung sounds, measure blood oxygen levels, and take contactless temperature readings, all in under a minute. Oh, very interesting. Dubbed the thermometer of the future, it syncs with an app to support remote care and telehealth, making it a powerful tool for multi-use or for multi-user households and everyday checkups. Praised by Time as one of the year's best inventions, BMO is set to redefine personal health tracking when it launches in 2025.
So I wonder when exactly it's launching in 2025, because we still have a couple of months that are left for it to launch, man. But I think it's very amazing, man, because, you know, it's not easy, especially when you look at the fact that hospitals half the time do not have the right equipment, and taking one's ECG is very important so you know whether your lungs are in good capacity, sure, your heart is okay, your blood is flowing nicely. But you know what, that's a very interesting and amazing equipment that has actually been developed, and I like that, man.
Yeah.
Yes, man. So right now we're also going to be moving into...
Do you guys know that in what's this Adventure Time, the little robotic is called BMO.
You mean Adventure Time, the
Adventure Time?
The Popeye?
Yes. How? Yeah, the little character, he's like a robotic little thing there.
Sure.
His name is BMO.
I didn't really follow Adventure Time. Like, I know Adventure Time, but I didn't like watch it like that. So yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder if they're referring to this little thing because it's also like a little robotic thing.
Maybe the inspiration is from that.
Like it's a little like thing. Oh,
maybe the inspiration is from that. But we'll find that out very quickly.
Yeah, she even knows the theme songs of Adventure Time.
No, guys, come on, guys. I
haven't watched it.
BMO, but he looks like a little game. He looks like a little game. That's a fan art picture, Steve.
What was those games called, TC?
Like literally, that's BMO. Yeah,
is that BMO?
Yeah, wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is like I think maybe they're making like reference to this device. Might. Oh, they can't see. Okay. Steve is doing the things, guys.
Yeah, we're waiting for Steve to do the things and show us Adventure Times.
But anyone who has kids, I think, is it Zinzi? Yes, there's BMO.
Is that BMO?
Yes, that's BMO.
Maybe it's inspired by that.
Yeah, like,
Or
I
it's
mean, when I look
derived
at this little
from-
device and then I'm looking at, I mean, that's BMO and he's usually
Yeah,
just...
it could be like a tracking thing, like
Yeah.
a thermometer type of thing.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Wanakoha, talk to us. Do you have kids, nephews, nieces who watch BMO or who have watched BMO? Or are you someone like TC who does or has watched BMO? Maybe the inspiration is from that, the derivative perhaps could be from that. And then, you know that on a day-to-day basis, there are a number of days that we celebrate, right? And today is the 206th day. And it would be the 207th day if it were a leap year. And it also marks that there are 159 days left and 22 weeks. Very, very interesting time. So the national day that is today, do you have the national day?
Yes, I do. So National or International Day for the 25th of July. Today is International Red Shoe Day. I wish I was wearing my red shoe today. And so today is International Red Shoe Day, right? Which is observed annually on the 25th of July. International Red Shoe Day honors the memory of Taylor Mint, an Australian Lyme disease advocate who passed away in 2013, founded in 2014 by her friends. The day raises awareness for Lyme disease and other invincible illnesses like and chronic fatigue syndrome. Participants wear red shoes, Taylor's favorite, to celebrate the lives of those who lost and to spotlight the challenges faced by patients whose symptoms are often unseen. It's a global call for compassion, visibility, and better healthcare support. It reminds me of two celebrities actually living with Lyme disease. The Hadid sisters, Gigi Hadid and her brother, actually suffer from Lyme disease. Apparently, it's like a very serious thing, man. Maybe one day we'll get an expert to actually talk more about it, because I can't say more about it because I actually don't know a whole lot about it. But hopefully, one day we'll find an expert to actually come in studio and actually educate us about what Lyme disease is, and obviously the unseen or the other unseen illnesses that we normally cannot see with the naked eye, right?
Sure.
And we're also having some celebrity birthdays. And of course, Vooka Nation, if you know anybody who's also celebrating their birthday today, be sure to send them a shout out on our YouTube channel by simply commenting on our comment section, or basically just sending us a text via WhatsApp on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And today we're celebrating Matt LeBlanc. Now, Matt LeBlanc was born on the 25th of July, 1967, and is turning 58 years old. He's best known for his role as Joey
Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani on the iconic sitcom Friends, which aired from 1994 to 2004.
Yeah, man.
Portrayed dimwit actor Joey Tribbiani on Friends and won the 2012 Golden Globe for Best Actor in a TV series comedy for his performance in episodes, right?
Yeah.
And then we're also celebrating Hulk, not the green one, but yes, we're also celebrating Hulk, who was born on the 25th of July in 1986 and is turning 39. Now, Hulk shunned Zenit, winning titles and awards before making an Asian record transfer to Shanghai SIPG in 2016. Brazilian winger born sorry? I quit.
Brazilian winger born Givanoldo Vieira de Souza. He joined Zenit St. Petersburg in 2012 after making 100 appearances for FC Porto. He became a member of the Brazilian national team in 2009, and he was one of Brazil's top performers at the 2014 World Cup. In 2016, he joined Shanghai SIPG in a record deal. He has played for Atletico Mineiro in the Brazilian Serie A since 2021. Very, very interesting stuff. And then the last one, of course, we have Bryce Young. Bryce Young was also born on this day, the 25th of July in 2001, and is turning 24 years today. An interesting fact about him is that he won the Heisman Trophy following the end of the 2021 season, becoming the first Alabama quarterback to win the award. College football player known for being the quarterback for Alabama Crimson Tide. In 2023, he was selected by the Carolina Panthers as the first overall pick in the NFL draft. Popular on Instagram, he has over 470,000 followers on his Bryce Young account. Very, very interesting stuff. And then the last one just two last ones. The first one, I'm sure you guys might remember from last week. Unqobile Ndlovu is celebrating his birthday today, and Unqobile Ndlovu was hanging out with us last week Thursday, right, Mo, if memory serves well. Yeah, he was hanging out with us Thursday on the chat, and he commented, and he was spending some time, and he shared a video that he's listening and watching. And yeah, man, but if you're perhaps wondering who Unqobile Ndlovu is, I'm sure he will pop up on your screen right about now. Mr. Steve, I'm sure you'll be able to help there very quickly so that the people can see who I'm talking about. A percussionist of note, born and bred and grew up in Zola, but now has left the community of Zola. And I was with him actually when on Saturday night when he plays drums when TK Hector Takalani shared that picture of me, and I'm still saying Poppy Act Chief. I'm a very celebrated individual in our community. Can't be sharing such pictures of me. But yeah, we were out there and we were on the percussion side helping out Tato Ice for his birthday celebration, and as he was on the decks and stuff like that. So it was very, very cool stuff, man, out there. So a huge birthday shout out to Unqobile Ndlovu. Mntwana, I hope you will have a great day ahead, and of course an amazing year ahead. And then the last one that I forgot to mention yesterday was Mama Pati. So Pati is my brother's mother-in-law. Yeah, so Pati is my brother's mother-in-law, and Pati was celebrating her birthday yesterday. And yeah, man, she's a mother to all of us. We love her, we appreciate her, and she knows that she rocks, man. She's one of the best out there. So Pati, a huge happy belated birthday to you as well, and we hope that it was a great one. And of course, man, clearly this weekend, but we are going to enjoy. We're going to have a great time. So huge belated birthday to you. But of course, ultimately to everyone who's celebrating their birthdays today, like Unqobile Ndlovu and everyone else. And of course, like everybody said, if you know someone who is celebrating their birthday today, send through their picture or just to comment their name on our YouTube comment section so that we can help you wish them a very huge birthday. But with that being said, from our side, as the Vooka Breakfast team, we say
Happy birthday!
Woohoo!
Yeah!
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hey man, we hope that the year is going to be a great one filled with love, laughter, all things great, and joy, and warm hugs, and amazing success. Cool, very cool stuff. So on a day-to-day basis, I always give you word of the day, and today is no exception whatsoever. And the word for today, and the reason that we give you these words is because the English language is varied and very complex, but it also, however, has some very cool words and phrases to discover with some great definitions as well. And these are words that are aimed to improve both yours and our and my day-to-day spoken languages, and of course, ultimately, our vocabularies, right on top of that. And today is no exception. And the word for today is adoxography. Adoxography. And how you spell this word is as follows. Of course, we'll find the correct definition a bit later on. But how you spell this word is as follows. ADOXOGRAPHY. That's ADOXOGRAPHY. Adoxography. Hey! Hey, and I was telling TC yesterday, Chief, it gets hard sometimes. But yeah, the definition of this word is as follows. It is being skilled writing that's elegant, but about trivial, insignificant subject. Yeah. Let me try to see. Skilled writing that's elegant but about trivial or insignificant subjects. That's the definition or the meaning of the word doxography. Skilled writing that's elegant but about trivial or insignificant subjects. And how you can use this word in a sentence is as follows. His blog post on the emotional depth of sock choices was peak doxography. His blog post on the emotional depth of sock choices was peak doxography. So it is skilled writing that's elegant but about trivial or insignificant subjects. So for instance, you would write about hand gloves, right? Glove, you do a piece of writing. An essay or just an article, whatever, right? And you're writing about hand gloves. That's an insignificant. No one wants to read about hand gloves. Like, it's not like a very interesting topic to write about or to read about, right? But you write about it in such a way, it, oberekisa language and a style of writing and a tone that's very elegant. The hand gloves fit your hand in such and such and such a way. Right? So that thing is called doxography. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Get lost. TC, can you help me be found?
Let's use similar words. So similar words are purple prose, trivial eloquence, and rhetorical fluff. Purple prose, trivial eloquence, and rhetorical fluff. TC, talk to me. Are you there with me? Doxography. So writing about insignificant subjects, but in a very eloquent and elegant way. So how would you use the word doxography? So a sentence example is his blog post on the emotional depth of sock choices was pure and peak doxography.
Okay. Hey, I'm still trying to think, man.
So like the example I made, right? It's about writing. For example, you write about hand gloves. Mm-hmm. No one is really keen or looking forward to read or write about hand gloves.
So, no, I get the meaning of the word. I'm just trying to find a way in which to put a sentence.
Okay.
To put it in a sentence.
Okay. Are you winning or not? Not Ngwano Stephen. Whispering in your
Stephen,
ear.
How would you use the sentence how would you use a word since you're busy whispering there? Let us know.
Not Stephen whispering in your ear.
Yeah, so the script okay, are we good? I heard a sound.
No,
cool.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Let me talk to you. He's a doxography on the script. No, there was a doxography on his script, the script writer. Wait. Say the example again. Say the example
again.
A
doxography is writing, skilled writing about insignificant subjects, right? But as you're looking for that, let's find the correct pronunciation.
Okay, let me try.
Give me a sentence example of
He's a doxography on why people should put sugar on a mass. Left everybody baffled.
Okay, we back.
Say that again.
Here's a doxography on why people should put sugar on amasi. Left people baffled.
Okay.
Here's a doxography. Okay, I see what you did there. I get you.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Let's listen to the correct pronunciation.
A doxography.
A doxography.
A doxography.
A doxography. Okay, let's find another pronunciation.
Adoxography.
Stephen, are you winning? Talk to me.
Yeah, we're waiting for your sentence.
You
What do you mean
resist the
she's gonna
sentence? No, Chief, you have to make up a sentence. I came up with a sentence, and then I came up with another example of a definition and what it means. So
And I came up with a sentence.
You can't be prompting Copilot, Chief. We found the definition.
Not on
right?
Copilot. but
Whatever.
Okay, cool,
Google or Gemini or whoever that you prompted, Chief.
We don't prompt anything. I'm prompting my brain right now.
Okay, prompt your brain. Talk to me.
Yeah. Moose script writing taught adoxography.
Moose script writing.
Yeah.
I'll spit here and you will swallow those words, Chief. Okay, let's hear. What did Moose do?
Yeah. Moose script writing taught adoxography.
Moose's script writing taught adoxography. No. So adoxography, remember, is skilled writing, but about like trivial subjects, right? So, look, not you.
Elizabethan schoolboys were taught adoxography, the art of acridity,
This is so
praising
funny.
worthless things.
So, guys, what you're not seeing is that Stephen is looking back on the screen and trying to make up that sentence about me and the sentence that he's finding. But anyway, that's the word of the day. Okay, let's hear more. What's your sentence example? So adoxography, the definition, right, is skilled writing.
Skilled
writing,
yeah.
eloquent writing.
Yeah.
Writing that has a high functioning level of elegance, right? But it's about subjects that are trivial and have no point whatsoever. Like no one is interested. Maybe not. Let me not say that no one wants to, but people are not interested. So hand gloves, socks, like the remote, no one is interested in such. So how would you use the word adoxography? So a sentence example that I have is that his blog post on the emotional depth of sock choices was peak adoxography.
Woo. Because right now, mine is like based on a question in terms of the words we have.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to understand if someone who is an ultra
crepidarian,
can be, all right in a form of adoxography. Yeah.
So to remind ourselves, ultra-crepidarian is a person who offers opinions and advice on subjects that he's not well versed in, right? And he doesn't have the high level function of knowledge of scope, or scope of knowledge, rather. Get that knowledge of scope. Scope of knowledge, right? Yeah. So an ultra-crepidarian, a person who offers opinions or advice beyond their scope of knowledge.
Yeah.
So talk to me.
So when I wrote my first thesis,
I
was ruminating about the piece, and it led me to having the results
to having adoxography. Okay, when you were writing your thesis,
my thesis, I was ruminating.
Okay, and it led you to.
It led me
to execute adoxography, or like creating a piece of adoxography. Yeah. I see you. That's cool.
Wait.
Cool. Mr. B, talk to me.
Because thesis style of writing is adoxographical.
Okay. Based on what?
I mean, trivial things.
She's written quite a few things.
Yeah, trivial things that people don't really care about, but for her, she believes that it matters to her. So to the rest of us, that's just adoxographical writing.
Sure.
Atta, how would you use this word?
It's an example.
Atta, you're here. What do you mean, ha? Oh, Banini, please ask Atta how he would use the
word. But I hear. So very interesting stuff. I would love to hear.
We're still waiting for TC's sentence example.
TC gave her example, man. But I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between. How would you use the word adoxography? So I actually wanted I wanted to find another pronunciation of this word, so that we can hear.
Adoxography.
Let's hear and listen.
Adoxography.
Adoxography. So would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between. How would you use the word adoxography in a sentence? And how I would love to inspire you on this cold Friday morning, the 25th of July, is that don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Create them with your hard work and determination. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Create them with your hard work and determination. So that's how I would love to inspire you this morning. Just a piece of inspiration coming from myself and, of course, the Vooka Breakfast Show. And what you can go into your day having at the back of your mind and into the rest of the weekend is that every morning starts a new page in your story, right? Make it a great one today. And this is by Dobsonville. Hey, Dobsonville. That's the mafuku that we are coming across, Chief. Every morning starts on a new page in your story. And so go ahead and make it a great one today. This is by Dobsonville. Very, very cool and interesting stuff. I see on our YouTube page or on our YouTube comment section, Nelly Swa came through saying, I still watch cartoons while the kids are on gadgets. That's very interesting. Usually it's vice versa, where you'd find the adult being the one who
on their
phone,
and the kids are normally watching the cartoons.
So, I mean, I haven't watched cartoons in a while myself, but I did watch them for a long time. I remember, was it on Tuesday when it was Selena Gomez's birthday, right? We were touching base on how she starred in Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm from that era, that generation. When Ben 10 started, it was around Nako Yarona Rehola. So
I remember my little brother actually had a Ben 10 watch. He was so obsessed. He wanted everything and anything Ben 10 during that time.
Yeah.
I mean, just to add, on this cartoon one, because I heard you saying Tisu Shebadi Popeye.
Yeah.
So they've noticed that a lot of the generation that was growing up watching cartoons,
yeah,
a lot of them, they are, just like falling out of love with the cartoons. Especially Phineas and Ferb and things like that.
I mean,
so now
I
they're
grew up
trying
watching
to bring
Phineas and Ferb.
The real storylines, like in movies, and they turn them into cartoons. Because there are these ones that I watched, Inside Job. So they're based on US conspiracy theories. You know, the character Rachel, she's a scientist. She goes on this quest of finding out in terms of these lizard rays.
Yes.
So that is what they're trying to do with cartoons now. They're trying to make them more, like they want to accommodate basically.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, so like those are the cartoons. I mean, we can't go back and watch Zig and Zig and Shark and things like that. Like, turn them and bring a storyline. That's why a lot of adults now, they love anime, which is your Naruto.
Come on, man.
Those kind of things. So
come on, man.
When you talk about cartoons in this day and age, you're not talking about Cocomelon, man. You can't get old, man.
Cocomelon.
Watching Cocomelon and things like that. But
Cocomelon,
with the direction that the cartoons are taking now, with the storylines, because they want to use a lot of more animation that cannot be shown in movies.
Sure.
Yeah, we can't have real people jumping over and over, and vanishing out of nowhere. So we rather have like cartoons doing that. It makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Just vanishes, kicks something, goes out of the planet and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where cartoons are.
Oh man, I just miss watching Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah.
Yes, I watched
Teenage Witch.
The Teenage Witch, and Konji, what's that cartoons where there's the kid who was the spy? you know what, I forgot it, but
Yeah,
like
but I
also
see,
like
I
Totally
see.
Spies, man, because
Yeah,
they
I
have
see,
a
I used to
build up,
know
they have a
Totally
character,
Spies,
man.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
very interesting to watch them. So for me, that's what I feel like cartoons these days actually like.
missing.
Yes, and then you actually watch Teen Titans that they're currently playing right now compared to the Teen Titans we grew up watching. Those are two totally different things. The ones that they're playing right now, they don't have in a sense of direction.
I see you.
And one thing that I've noticed that the Teen Titans that they currently have right now, it's more about basically teaching kids ukuthi bo imali uyenza kanje. This is how you work. This is how you make money. How to live in a world of monopoly and how to basically monetize yourself, all the abilities that you have. If you literally watch Teen Titans that's playing right now, it's not like the ones that we grew up watching.
Yeah.
So for me, man, cartoons those days, man, they're not what they used to be. Like I make my son and my little brother watch old school cartoons so they can literally get the history and really, really connect with their inner child and understand what exactly is a storyline. How does a storyline start?
Yeah.
I
see what you mean.
They have no
I see
sense
what
of
you mean.
direction.
I mean, I grew up watching Recess. Mo, I don't know if you know Recess, man. Yeah. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba ba. It was those kids were in the fifth grade for like 20 years, guys.
Yeah, they've been stuck in that grade. Yes,
but it was great cartoons.
It was, man.
I grew up watching Kim Possible.
Yes, that's the one that I was looking for. Yes.
I knew Kids Next Door, but Kids Next Door sucked for me. Kids Next Door sucked, bruh.
Like for me,
Kids
if I wanted
Next
to
Door
watch something goofy, then I'll totally watch Ed, and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie
For
was,
me,
no,
for
I
the
get
goofy
you.
part of
Yeah,
it.
It was cool. Yeah. I mean, I grew up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. I grew up watching Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes,
I grew up watching Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky are always giving him. Yeah, you know. The children's room of his room is broken instantly. I grew up watching that.
Oh, and Johnny Bravo.
I grew up, Johnny Bravo was cool.
Johnny Bravo was also cool, man.
The other one that came through that Mo just touched base on was there's 104 days of summer vacation and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding the right way to spend it. Yeah, man. Very, very cool stuff. I grew up watching those, man. So very, very cool stuff. So share your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else. What are some of the cartoons that you grew up watching? So with that being said, just another huge shout out to Uneli, so who is still keeping in touch with us, coming through on our YouTube comment section saying Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
Scooby-Doo was also a very good one. Scooby-Doo was also a good one. There was a time where I also watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
You know, so that was a good one.
Man.
Dragon Ball Z was also
Bakugan.
So those was cool. So huge shout out to Unelisa who gave us 70 rands, man, saying hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag #1 Breakfast Show, hashtag my #1 show. Good morning, fam. Happy Friday. Keep warm, guys, in the struggle of ESCOM. Love you guys. We love you too. We appreciate you. We acknowledge you. And we can't wait for a day where we get to spend some time together physically, man. This is so cool. And then Zakani B comes through. Hello, Zakani. Zakani says, I miss watching Recess and Timon and Pumbaa. Right.
Hakuna Matata.
Cool. Those cartoons were very enjoyable. What a nostalgic moment it is. Completely. And we also miss those cartoons, and I think that's what Mo was talking about, man. Like, you know, but that's what we've come through. So with that being said, we've been talking for quite some time, and of course we're looking forward to spending some time with Tolamo. Right? Tolamo. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Tolamo,
I'm kidding, Tolamo. Tolamo Motswana is going to be spending some time with us and giving us insights on her brand, Tolamo Motswana, because she is a Mr. Brother Bikanjo, what is the correct title that Tolamo holds? A conceptual what? A conceptual designer, right? So I can't wait to find out what that means. Because they say that, or she says that Tolamo Motswana is a fashion and design brand by a creative entrepreneur and a multidisciplinary artist, Tolamo Mokwenyana. So I can't wait to find out a bit more when it comes to that, or with regards to Tolamo Motswana. So with that being said, the time right about now is 4 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock on a Friday morning, the 25th of July. So with that being said, let's quickly run to the loo, grab a cup of warm coffee or tea. Hot, or not warm, TC is saying hot, extremely hot cup of tea or cup of coffee so that we can warm ourselves, because I jinxed it yesterday. I spoke way too early saying that the winter season has been behaving and being on our side. And then you and I and the rest of the Vooka team will see each other right after this. Cool stuff, man. Hey family.
Hi.
My name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Muketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketua Mguni
on the Vooka
Breakfast Show. Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various aspects from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom many. Yes.
Wow.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
We do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. Always spending some quality time with myself, the one and only MOOC Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I'm so happy and excited to be both in your company and in your presence on this cold and wet Friday morning, the 25th of July, 2025. Please, I can't wait to hear from you. Do share your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between by engaging with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But you know that it needs not, and they can also continue where you and I can keep on interacting with each other on our WhatsApp line using the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and the rest of the team can still keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. The time right about now is 8 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock on a Friday morning, the 25th of July, 2025. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to be hanging out with Tolamo Motswana, or Tolamo Mokwenyana, who is a conceptual designer, and I can't wait to find out from her what that means. She is a multidisciplinary artist, and she's going to be talking to us as to how she got into the creative space and the entrepreneurial space, right? But before that, I see a couple of you coming through on our YouTube comment section saying, this is by Uzinzi Elizabeth, saying Madeline and Dragon Ball Z. I remember Madeline. Very, very cool stuff. I do remember Madeline. Yeah. You remember Madeline there was a movie that was made by Madeline was that little girl. That's so funny. Madeline. And then the other one is from Mr. KTSTV. Ukundi Nomazwi. I remember Kundi Nomazwi. That was very, very, very... Very, very cool stuff. There's this one video that popped up by Kundi Nomazwi. Yeah. We were older at this point. Now I think we were a couple of years outside of high school or out of high school. And then Kundi, one of them is saying something to the other. So they are singing. And then I think one of them says the other something to the other. Awuthule wena man. Athi yemazi umngani wami. Yemazi umngani wami. Hengizokwenza Hengizokwenza busy.
And at that time, that was actually airing. It was live.
It was live.
And then it was live.
Mazwile nabatatazela leno gore ngizokwenza busy mngani wami. Ngizokwenza so that was so funny, man. And I remember that video made trended for a couple of weeks. Sure. Talk to me, Afribear. I'm listening to you.
Well, and then the other one that I remember is Tabang Tambo.
Oh yeah, it's fun for you and me.
Yeah,
Tabang Tabong. Yeah, very cool stuff for SABC too. Yeah. Nabo malume, nabo skati in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Oh malume, no skati. Those kids were actors, guys. Those kids were proper actors because they were paid to do this every weekday morning from 5 o'clock. Oh malume, no skati. What? Do this? No, like on one of the mornings. Yeah.
I know.
Can we do what?
Umalume.
And then Retzeyan.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, bo malume.
So malume tlo na mangwe na malume. I never. So look, man, we're up. Oh, and then the last one, you batlang nagana ile nna ke tsanyana ke malume. And mara vele ka dikatiba ka ntshwana. Very cool stuff, man. And then the last one, the last comment that came through is from Priscilla Maimane. Hello, Oswaka. She's saying, morning, family. So Priscilla has been hanging out with us since Tuesday morning, and she's starting to become like a regular watcher and, family member. She is now. She is.
If you watch more than once, you're already
part of the family.
Yes.
Very cool stuff. You're part of the Vooka Nation. So let me quickly find out if Tolwane can hear Tolamo. Tolamo, hi, how are you doing? Just trying to find out if you can hear us on your side.
And please switch on your camera, please.
Okay, we can hear you. The sound is quite a bit far for now, but we can make out a bit of what you're saying. There we go. Okay, very great stuff. So what I am going to ask of you is that on your phone, right, you should, on the notification bar, please use the auto-rotate setting, turn it on, right? And then you're also going to turn your phone around like this so that it is on landscape.
I did, but now it's facing. Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're about to see it on your camera very quickly. It should say portrait. The setting should say portrait or auto rotate. There we go. Hey. Well done. Very, very cool stuff. So perhaps you're wondering who Tolamo is. Like I was telling you before the break. It says Tolamo Motswana is a fashion and design brand by creative and entrepreneur and multidisciplinary artist Tolamo Mokwenyana. The brand's most prominent and successful line, called Motswana, influenced the official company's name change to Tolamo Motswana, paying homage to Setswana, the roots, culture, and identity. The company believes fashion is beyond material and that it is more spiritual than just garments. Very, very interesting stuff. Welcome, Tolamo. How are you doing on this cold morning?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for taking the time, man, to hang out with us on a Friday morning. I'm sure, man, you're quite busy. You know, I'm sure people are wanting some pieces of garments influenced by the Setswana culture. And I'll tell you, I'm very biased and I'm happy and I'm excited to be talking to someone who conceptualizes her pieces of artistry and clothing based mo puong ya rona le setso sa rona sa Setswana. That's amazing. That's great, man. So talk to me, Tolamo. It says here you're a multidisciplinary artist, right? You are a creative and, of course, an entrepreneur. What I'm interested in is how did you initially get into the space of creativity and entrepreneurship, of course?
I was very creative, even though at school my teachers loved my speaking side and my writing more than they loved my graphic design and creativity. But I've always been a creative child, and I found that if I was able to infuse my creativity into school or into anything that I find boring, that thing automatically becomes interesting. So if I don't like mathematics, but when I study mathematics, I use color graphics and it's interesting. Now I can look forward to learning about mathematics because I am able to infuse the things that I love, the natural part of me into it. So it feels like I'm still doing something that I love. And for entrepreneurship, I didn't actually want to be an entrepreneur or plan to be one. I just purchased a sewing machine in my third year of varsity in 2021 and started learning how to sew because I've always had this vivid style that captured people's attention. So I started sewing, I learned, and here we are. I've been exploring and I'm still exploring today.
Very, very interesting. So, look, someone is hearing, because terms like, or words like creative and artistry and entertainer are words and terms that we're very used to, right? And we've heard before. But multidisciplinary artist, right, is a word or a term that is rarely used. We barely ever come across that word or that term. And the other one that I was very interested in is conceptual designer. So for someone who is watching, whoever you're reading from wherever they could be streaming from and watching from, let's try to delve into those terms. Firstly, multidisciplinary artist, and then secondly, conceptual designer. What do those mean, and how did you find yourself eventually holding those titles?
Okay, multidisciplinary artist is an artist who has many talents, many artistic skills and abilities. And so because I was a graphic designer and a fashion designer, and I was making music, writing poetry, doing public speaking, running a media company, a fashion company, I was doing so many things, and I sort of like wanted an umbrella for all those titles instead of always calling myself different things. And so I came across the word multidisciplinary artist. It's essentially someone who's gifted in many art forms and does many different things in the creative space. And as for conceptual designer, it's someone who designs concepts and ideas. Let's say for a product, we want to launch a skincare product. Yes. I get to decide the story behind it. I get to decide how it's going to make people feel and how we plan to deliver it, how the branding is going to look, like how it's going to be launched. I'm actually behind the entire concept, directing the entire concept.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And the colors that you use, man, I see brown and beige, the primary colors that you make use of, representing or symbolizing the earth and the mountains. And I love that. I love that so much, man. I resonate with, those colors, like those earthy tones. I mean, you can see from the hat, the glasses, I love those earth tones. So as we draw close to the end of Mandela Month, we remember that you can also wear your culture, right? And this is when culture becomes fashion. This is the concept that is conceptualized by Tolamo. And we remember that Mandela's legacy was about reclaiming identity. And the conversation is about expressing exactly that through fashion that speaks Setswana, touches the soil, and of course tells you a story without saying a word. This is what Tolamo has curated with her designs. So talk to me. When you first got into the space of conceptual designing and multidisciplinary artistry, some of the challenges that you have come across, because I'm sure there's quite a few, and the artistic space in its own holistically and even in its entirety is quite, what's the word, challenging, but when you competitive, yes, it's quite competitive. So how have you found the space and how have you overcome some of the challenges that you've come across, especially as a conceptual designer?
I would say that at first I was all over the place. I did not have structure. I did not know how to do what I do now with so much ease and confidence. And so at first I was still trying to figure it out and trying to know who I am so that the world doesn't convince me I'm not what I think I am.
Yeah.
And so some of the challenges tse ke kopaneng le tsone e ne le gore a ke itse ke dire yang ntho e ke bonang mo tlhaloganyong a ke itse ke tlise yang to life, because the idea didn't like that all the time mari a di go diragale sepe ka tsone ka gonne di mo tlhaloganyong and they don't materialize. And so I've actually I went from idea to production, and it was so difficult because some of the things like batho ba bang a ba itse go like a we so guy for branding or for printing or for material, and so it wasn't easy. But I would say because of the support that I've had and the belief, because mo botshelong ke kopane le so many difficulties, I've lost so much, I've overcome so much trauma, and so I feel like that kind of made me be able to withstand whatever challenges come my way and believe I can overcome them. And so I feel like I'm still overcoming, I'm still learning. More ideas keep coming, I keep figuring it out. So yeah, ke santsane ke ithuta.
Man ra lebogela go utla yalo wetse keng a gona ntwe khatlisang go bona motho a khone ikemela ka mantwa ga gagwe bile na khone ipetsa sefuba ka yone tire e ntla khonong go e dira ne. So Tolamo, tell us about the moment you decided that Motswana would not just become a fashion line, but it became something that was a part of
both you and I and Afriberry, And we're back. This is the beauty and the greatness of live streaming, right? Where radio meets TV only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. So I don't know if Tolamo is still with us on her end. Tolamo, are you still with us? There we go. Very, very cool stuff. So let's get back to the question that Afriberry had asked about. When was the moment that you decided that Motswana would be more than just a line, and when it became the heart of your brand, and when you decided Motswana would be the backbone of your brand?
Because of the support relaying with the designs, with everything that I shared, I decided because of these people actually believe in this and they see it as something that is worthy without questioning, without so I felt they were that call to say, bona ra go tshepa, ra re go fa madi a rona, so lo wena itshepe. So yeah, like I feel like because of the support that people gave me, I was able to believe in that the brand name should be Motswana.
I love that. I love that. And I love how you also, like I mentioned, the browns and the beiges for me and those earth tones resonate with me so much. And I love that. So, I mean, with the fact that the shade of earth brown is so striking, and it's like the country, yeah, Botswana, right? Or Botswana's soil. What does it mean for Botswana, and how do listeners wear it with pride? So if, for instance, someone is watching and listening from wherever they're tuned in from, and they decided to reach out to Tulamo and say, hey, look, man, I saw what you were doing, I heard about you, and I want some of your pieces. How would you describe for that person that they wear that piece of garment with that Tswana pride?
Honestly, I would just like make them aware the Motswana actually took Batswana ke bo mang. Like you just mentioned, the soil, the roots of the tree, like mala o mosetla has always been like mala wa Batswana. And so I was like make them aware when they're wearing the brand, they actually tapping like into who they've always been, even though it hasn't been represented in fashion. It's just extending that pride, and so yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. Taking pride in your Setswana culture. Ah, man, I love it. Shout out to Botswana all over, man. Yeah. Talk to me, Afriberry.
Man, go re itse gore tiro e ira man ira gore Batswana ba khone go ikgantsha ba ipitse sefuba ka setso sa rona, man. Cause it shines a light on basically what the Setswana or Botswana people have to offer. And I just want to say that that's very amazing. And we also noticed that your designs went super viral, because when I first saw your designs, I think it was around April, a friend of mine posted them on his WhatsApp status. I saw this, I'm like, man, this one is amazing, it's nice. And we saw that the love that you got from the media and the people was pretty amazing. And then we also noticed that you said that you made more money in May than you've ever made since you started your fashion brand. So I want to know, how did that life-changing event feel like when you finally saw that, you know what, all the work that I've been putting through, it's finally paying off and people are noticing?
It felt really amazing. It felt like divine intervention, because when you spend nako e telele o sa reap the rewards of your work, o starta go batla go inela and to think maybe the universe isn't listening, maybe God won't deliver, maybe badimo a ba sa batla go ntshegetsa. So you start questioning your talent, you start questioning what you're called for. And so when that moment happened, it was for me an affirmation that I have to continue. And like these are the rewards of all the work that I've put in, especially internally. So yeah, it was confirmation from the universe.
Yeah. I love that. Confirmation from the universe. I love that. And the universe giving back to you exactly what you have put out yourself. I love that so much. So, I mean, and the reason that I say that is because you have said that fashion is more than just material. It's not just about piecing together a couple of materials and garments and making like a nice garment. It has a spiritual inclination to it, right? So how does that very sacred energy show up in your pieces? If ke re ko wena, look Tolamo ke ya ko graduationing, or I am going to a wedding somewhere, I want you to create a piece for me, like a suit or a nice shirt or pants or whatever the case is. How does that energy come through with your designs and the final pieces of garment that you put together?
So sometimes, like, I like to reimagine outfits, to reimagine designs. I don't like to just go with, okay, a formal outfit is supposed to be a suit and it's supposed to be this way. I like to get out of my comfort zone and go out of like the confines or the boxes that have been put in place. And so I would put branding on something that is formal, like a suit, on the sleeves of the suit, or add a big bow, go be a little bit dramatic. But also before I design anything, or in the process of designing something, I am aware of my intentions, I'm aware of my energy. And so I realize that whatever I create in that process, and with the intention that it has, it actually can transfer to the person as they wear it, because now because energy is transferred. I believe energy, it is exchanged. And so because of I'm mindful of how I create, of what I say, how I feel, what I actually believe, and the natural state that I'm in, the frequency and vibrations that I'm on, I believe that it translates into designs that are bold, that are innovative, that still are essentially cultural with our colors, but still like stand out and adhere to the theme of what the customer would want.
I love it.
Man, it's a lot, Daniel.
It is, but I love it so much, and I'm here for it, man. I love how you say, it's a culture, it's a theme, and energy is transferable. It's always constant. It's there. You just have to harness it and make use of it as best as you can. I love that. I love that so much, because the reason I say I love that, you said that we're your culture. For a long time, fashion has not been representative of Botswana. We have not been boldly showcased and had our culture embraced. Thus, the Motswana line embodies true qualities of Setswana by tapping into the roots and authenticity of the culture. I love that so much. I'm there. I resonate. I feel you, and I'm on the same frequency level as you are. So very quickly as we close off, so even with the scattered team and sourcing challenges, right? You're delivering quality on a day-to-day basis, or whenever you conceptualize and put together pieces of art. What gives you the fire to keep building from Mabopane to the wider South Africa and beyond, of course? So what keeps you going and waking up and showing up on a day-to-day basis and keeping this brand alive?
Honestly, I'm aware that I have a soul mission to achieve on this earth, that when my soul decided to be born, it came here with a mission to achieve something. And so I don't take that lightly. I take it very seriously. I work on myself. I'm aware. I tap into my higher power. I'm gentle and kind to myself. And so all of those qualities just make me want to have more of that softness and that freedom.
Very cool stuff.
Man, that is amazing. And I've also noticed that your brand talks about basically the journey about Botswana in terms of their heritage and spirituality. And I'm also here at your Facebook page, and I see that one post around June, and so I want to know what a spiritual message, or how does spirituality tap into your creativity, and what message would you want to actually deliver to the world for people maybe who are like spiritually open and like are welcomed into receiving different teachings from different cultures?
Okay, so in terms of spirituality, when you get an idea, that idea is not physical, it's not tangible. It's actually in 5D frequency. So because I like to think about spirituality, I like to imagine that sometimes my ancestors or the energies in my energy field are contributing to the ideas that I have. And so maybe say an uncle that had a talent for visual art passed on without actually exploring and using their talent. I feel like sometimes when I get ideas, I can tap into their energy field as well, because we're in the same space, in the same frequency. And so the ideas that I share also come from them. And so they materialize into the vision that I have through my mind. So because ideas are not tangible, I believe they are spiritual, because
It's above the it's above the physical, that we're living in, man, and it's deep rooted, and we need not play around with it. When Sidimu comes for you, Sidimu khasa go tlela ga re tshameke ka sone, man. We take it very seriously, and we harness that energy, and it's sacred, and and I love that so much. So in closure, what's next for Tolamo? Any local hangouts or creative spaces where we can bump into you or run into your work? What's happening currently and in the near future?
Okay, so currently we want to showcase our designs at markets. We want to be out there because we've been online way too much and doing too much groundwork. I feel like we hardly ever allow ourselves to go out there, be on the ground. And so right now we're looking for just markets to be present. We're also attending an event on the 9th of August. I'll be a speaker showcasing my event, my items. And so, we want to get out of our comfort zone. We like working together and then sending things out without actually interacting with customers. And I feel like we need that customer interaction. We need for the customers to actually see the things before they receive them. Just that, I get out of our comfort zone, to be honest.
Yeah, very, very, very cool stuff. So with that being said, someone is listening and watching and wants to reach out to Tolamo, wants to find your designs, your pieces of clothing, your garments and everything else in between, or wants to get in touch with you, see how they can collaborate or see how they can work with you and grow the space of artistry. How do we do that? From social media to emails to WhatsApp numbers or anything else in between? Talk to me. How do I do that and go about that?
Okay, so you can contact the brand Tolamo Motswana. On Facebook, it's Tolamo Motswana. At Instagram, it's at Tolamo Motswana. On TikTok, it's also at Tolamo Motswana. Our email address is tolamomotswana@gmail.com. And for our WhatsApp, it's 060 051 0568.
Very, very, very cool stuff. So I'm hearing kids playing in the background. So I'm assuming, because I thought you're somewhere in Pretoria or somewhere more Gauteng.
I'm at school.
Oh, I see. Because on another side, it's not so sunny and bright, So I was wondering, Horaibo, are you somewhere in Botswana or something? So with that being said, I'm going to give you very quick three sayings, right? Tsasetswana, and the aim is for you to finish the phrase. Right? Don't worry, Linda self. When we were coming up with these yesterday, because Afriberry and myself, here at the station, right? But it was some more Gauteng, some more Soweto, basically, and the variations are quite distinctive. So it's nothing too hectic, I promise you. So the first one is as follows: Yare, Gabomoto, Hotebe. Hey, come on. Hey, well done, Tolamo. And the meaning of that, is one's home is a source of pride and protection. Right? Very, very cool stuff. And then the second one says, Le jaka khaletswe bogale.
Le jaka
khaletswe bogale. Khaletso se bogale, man. Okay, so this one is le jaka nna khaletso se bogale. The definition of this one is eating alone doesn't spark anger. Share food and share love.
Okay, that's actually beautiful.
Yeah, very, very. And then the last one, Wana osa uwathola. Wana osa iringi? Yes. So ngwana osa wa tlhola. Okay, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you because the one we were looking for is ngwana osalwing wa tlhola. So osalileng, you're actually right. Yeah, very very cool stuff. So that was very cool, man, and that was a fire engagement. A huge shout out to you, of course, Tolwane, and we appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us on this Friday morning and get into all things Tolamo Motswana, and hopefully, God willing, in the very near future, we can actually have you right here in studio, so that Otlek with some of your designs, so that we can showcase them and actually show them to our Vooka Nation, and so that they can have an opportunity to see what we've been talking about. You know, when we talk about multidisciplinary artistry and the designs that are influenced and have so much of the Setswana culture embedded in them, man.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Showcase, I would love that.
Yes, we're looking forward to it, and we're absolutely and utterly open to it, and we can't wait to have you over. So with that being said, do enjoy the rest of your day, Tulam. I know that you're at school, like you mentioned, and we've enjoyed and had such a great time interacting and engaging with you. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of the weekend and the day.
Thank you so much. Really enjoying.
Thank you. Very, very cool stuff, man. That was Tolamo Motswana, Tolamo Mokwenyana, a multidisciplinary artist and entrepreneur, and of course conceptual designer, and she's the one who is behind the brand of Tolamo Motswana. What did you think of that, Avery?
No, man, for me, I literally cannot wait to actually see the clothing, man, because I've seen them on social media and they're pretty amazing, the fantastic, the designs, especially the one that I was talking about. If you see the designs, the conceptualized designs for that one, it's very amazing. And you also read the message basically behind bungaka, and then Batswana gore mo rona bongaka bo itlile jwang le gore go tlileng gore re feletse setse re fapogile mo tseleng re tsa tlhola re ithuta ka bongaka ba rona ba setho.
Yeah. Very, very cool stuff. Would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between. What did you think of that? Have you ever heard of Tolamo Motswana and her designs and the concept behind the brand of Tolamo Motswana? I know Afriberry and I are very excited, and this just brings so much light to the culture of the Botswana people. Hey, so funny. So I'm seeing on the screen pop up nje. Tlhagabo Steven lebo Afriberry. So Mr. B, are they there yet, or are they just around here? I don't know what's happening. What's Oh, they're preparing to go there. Stephen Wampolai.
Yes, can you hear us?
The camera as well. Now we have to teach Batu Baba Berga move. I don't understand. There we go. Stephen, why do we have to teach you, man? You can't be doing such things, Chief. Now we have to tell you to switch on the mic now.
Stephen, are you crying?
The mic is on. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes, so we're outside preparing for the hiking trail, the
Soweto Under Fire hiking trail. And of course, we will be walking with 60 international students that will be hosted by Soweto Under Fire hiking. And of course, we have a jam-packed day. We will be going to Vilakazi Street. We'll also be visiting the Nelson Mandela Museum. We're going to have lunch at the Soweto Under Fire restaurant. Man, it's going to be amazing. Of course it's cold, as you guys can see, man. Those clouds look like angry. They look like they're packing some water, but man, nothing is going to, dampen our spirits, man. We're the Vooka Breakfast team. We bring the energy.
We bring the energy, even though the weather's looking like this, but it looks like the nice weather for hiking,
No, it's not. You're shaking the phone, Stephen. You are shaking the phone. So this is a great opportunity. Yeah, when you stand still, Now we can hear and see you properly. Because you know what tatazela. You understand? Man. Stephen, come on, man. You can't be doing
So
such
can you hear
things.
us now? Can you hear us
We
now?
can.
We can hear you.
but
The problem is that you were tatazelling.
Shaking the phone.
Yeah, because we were walking. Yeah, man. The weather is looking quite angry.
Not great.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna hail. But yeah, we plan to have a nice day on the Soweto hiking trail, you know. And also we will be sharing the visuals on all our platforms. So yeah, don't miss out.
Yeah, very cool, very, very cool stuff. Like I promised you earlier on, this is what's going to be happening for today with the Vooka Breakfast team. And of course, the Soweto Ndofaya hiking trail team. As you would know that a couple of weeks ago, we had Masike live here in studio, and he was just giving us a bit more insight and more information as to what and who they are as the Ndofaya hiking team. And can't wait to go out there and see what that is about. Talk to me. Is it raining already, TC?
It started raining.
Drizzling,
You see my ears, bruh. So it just started raining right now. It's drizzling. It looks like it's gonna be a heavy rain. I'm not sure how, but through God, we will do the hiking. Yeah.
Through God.
Through God.
The son of Mother Nature must come and stop this rain.
Hey, he must stop his mother. His mother is ruining our plans for us.
Yeah, it is raining right now.
Oh so, no, it's raining. It's like literally raining-ish.
It's like literally raining. When I teach you drama, it's like literally raining. But anyway, look, man, God willing, the weather will turn for the better and change for the better. And then a bit later on, we can go out there, spend some time with the 60 international students that TC was talking about, get more insights, talk to them, share pieces of knowledge with them, and see how we can hang out with them and find out from them. So on our YouTube comment section, Hector Takalani comes through. Hey, what's up, Mr. TK? Saying be safe. And then the other one that came through is from Miponi Rahube. Hey, I see you, Miponi. I see you. Miponi Rahube just sharing her love and her appreciation with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So remember, and I remember on this day I was hanging out with you and TC and Afriberry and but about a little over a month ago, as we were sharing birthdays, I shared a birthday of Miponi's cousin. I don't know if you remember. So this is the Miponi who I was talking about. And we see you, Miponi, man. You're part of the Vooka Nation now. Make it a ritual. Between the hours of 7 and 10, Monday to Friday, every weekday morning, hang out with us, spend some time with us, and of course, engage and interact with us like you just did. And then Takalani comes through saying to cover those wings. I don't know what he's referring to. To cover those wings. TK, talk to us. What are you mentioning or referring to? What's happening? TC.
So yeah, the rain is it has started. It's gonna be a heavy rain. So yeah, do make sure you carry your raincoat,
your umbrellas, your raincoat.
Yeah.
Hey, even if that is your hike, guys, your bamanzi, but yeah. So one of our students that are out there with Soweto Ndofaya hike, what they are saying about this weather, of course, it ruins their plans because, they're tourists, but, man, there's always so many fun things to do around Soweto. And, of course, we'll be much, involved in that fun and enhance their experience of Soweto. And then, yeah, man, I hope you guys keep safe. Keep dry, unlike me and Steven getting rained on right here on these streets.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we will catch you out on the streets in Ndofaya. And of course, if you are around Ndofaya, do visit the Soweto Ndofaya restaurant. And we will be out there, and obviously around Villagas. Man. Look up for us.
Go get cover, guys. Go get cover. We'll see you a bit later on.
Bye.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff, man. So that's what's going to be happening today. Me, when the weather is like this, guys, it's an activity, is it not, Buffett? It's an activity.
But Olympics. Okay, what activities? That's
funny. That's funny. I like that. Kili Olympics.
Ke di Olympics
I
jo
love that.
phelo tse bore bia ya tonya lone ene ka mo ha ba tla bona hore ke mangona ne mmeno a strong.
Yeah. So, with that being said, before everybody gives you the gig guide and what you can get up to this coming weekend, let's quickly pay our bills, warm ourselves up because it's raining. Make sure that the rain is not coming in on those leaks and through the roof. And then you and I and the rest of the team will see each other right after this cool stuff.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville. This is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my man. CC Shabanana Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Manele Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
Mugile, we are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the streets.
Of course, we've got TCO Wamazibugo with the traffic update. Right now, we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information. So, looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work, from school, right? We're going to give you your daily update. So do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday. Well, yeah, shopping blossom memory. Yes.
Wow.
Guess what, Vooka Nation? Now it's right about that time where I get a chance or the opportunity to let you know what is Ziwa Gupi, where to go so you can go out and have fun and obviously be safe with the people that you love. And some for my gigabyte, but any gig guide Ziwa Gupi is cut bani nabobani. Now begin and what we're gonna do, right? So for the first stuff for our gig guide, we're gonna start off our gig guide with gig guide as a Black Panther. Ne? So if you don't know, Black Panther's out in Edenville. It's a lounge that's out in Edenville. And then our first poster is for the 27th, which is basically on Sunday, which will be featuring a huge and massive lineup. Now, I hope you guys are ready for that one, or definitely waiting for that one, because Baragidi Cartel Sundays are mafia. And then obviously on Saturday, Barake soft launch. It was already soft life. So obviously we're having Dosh and obviously Black Diamond, man. And then for Friday, the gig guide is also pretty packed up, man. Black Panther's out there doing them things, making sure that everybody is satisfied for the weekend. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy that one, because it's all about having fun and obviously, man, staying safe. And then after that, we also have another gig guide for Saturday, and this one it's happening at Ekatini Lounge, and then I hope you guys are literally gonna go out there and basically have fun, because guys in Bo, the aim is to have fun, not sweat, but to also keep nice and warm, because man. And then we also have another one that's coming up. Now this one is out in Pretoria in Arcadia, and the underground rise special invitation where we're having Bolerato Kanya, Vini Da Vinci, man. gale matsopa ya no wa tsaba Vini Da Vinci mo genne nko setting sa wa ra ile gore khalosa mon o tlo mona mo ka ola wena tsamaya mololo jive le ka Saturday. And then our following one, this is an event that's happening out at Constitutional Hill, and this one is happening on Monday. So this one, it's called Amahubo Symphony. So basically taking you back to a nostalgic era where we basically reminisce on the beautiful melodies and of course the beautiful African instruments that we have going on, man. And then another one, it's called Addicted to House, Authentic Fridays. This one is also out there in Edenville, Bari Endawe, ni Ultra Lounge, man. Ni bono, it's king. Kula ba mo nate ba ba go tsama ba lo ipsinya fela ra go jalen to weekend in. And then we also have an exhibition and market that's also happening. It's also happening on Saturday. So this one is happening on Saturday. Guys, I hope you guys are gonna have fun because Mona Baraki exhibition and a market. So it's going to feature fashion, and you can also book yourself a stall for only 300 Rand, man. So if you know you're a fashionista or a fashion designer, just like Gotolamo, you can definitely book yourself a stall to showcase the amazing creativity that you have to offer. And then the last one, this one is my dream destination, Baraki Kwabo Medi, which is out in Mfulo at a place called Inside Out. Now they're out there having another jam-packed session. Now these sessions only happen at the last Saturday of the month, and I hope you guys are gonna go out there and have fun. Born. It's not only about just being at clubs, but it's also about fashion and art and basically exploring the cultural aspects that are out there and what the world has to offer. So I hope you guys are gonna have a nice and fun jam-packed weekend. Remember to keep yourself nice and warm. Wear those extra layers. So guys, please go out there, have fun, make sure that you stay safe. Remember, do not drink and drive, and most importantly, don't also drink and walk. I also want to see you back here on Monday or on Tuesday, man.
Yeah, man, very, very, very cool stuff. Kabomedi. Yeah, sounds interesting. I like the gigs that you came through with, the events that will be happening. Very, very cool stuff, everybody. And we appreciate it. And I'm sure people will have a good time. It seems like it's going to be a cold weekend, this coming weekend. But yeah, man, I'm sure.
But people need to come back on a Monday.
Okay.
They need to come back on a Monday for the Vooka Breakfast Show, man.
But you said Monday or you'll see.
No, she was referring to herself.
I was referring to myself because Mondays I'm not here. So on a Tuesday, that's when I'm coming back. So, oh my gosh.
You'll be live on Tuesday.
Yes. So me on Tuesday, I'll see you guys. Get and please do not forget to also send us those weekend snaps. Let us know how you spent your weekend. Is it indoors or outdoors? Let us know what you did for the weekend, man. We'd like to know, man. So be sure to send us those snaps on 0604933226. That's 0604933226.
Yeah. On our comment section, our YouTube comment section, TK comes through. TC, please respond to this one very quickly before we end off the show.
TC?
Utakalan is asking about the strike in Tepisong and the information, because he says he took quite a detour getting to wherever he was going, and I'm assuming that he was using Impala Road, I think.
Yeah, the R55.
Yeah.
So I think today they are not striking. I mean, currently it's raining.
Yeah.
It's open. So yeah, there hasn't been any. I'm on the service delivery group. There hasn't been any reports of them closing down the R55 again today, since it was opened Izolo by the JMPD and POP. But don't worry. Be safe there on the roads. If you are in that area again and then you do see that they've closed down, of course, give us that traffic update, Lana. But we're ending the show, Suasas.
Yeah. Okay. Now, very cool stuff. I mean, we'll come back, of course, on Monday morning and just give a recap as to what would have transpired over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. So TK, I hope you are answered, Prayaga, and then we'll try and keep as up to date as possible as we can, because TC is on the group Tepisong, and she's keeping tabs on the things that are happening, and as they divulge, our hour by hour, day by day, and all the information that is being offered to us. So the last one that we have, this one is from our very own Cats. Cats came through with this one. This is something that is going to be happening on Sunday. And I feel so bad because for the last couple of months, I've been wanting to go to the Ndofaya Street Jam. And every time it comes around, I can't. Because I have something going on. The last time we were out at
Thandiso Mazai concert,
we had 250 on Cedar.
Yes, and I remember the other time they had it. We also had something happening on that.
It was
Sunday.
out at the Curiosity in Mabone. You know,
man.
so I feel so bad. I'm hoping because this Sunday I have a thing happening. You know, and it's happening at the same time as the Ndofaya Street Jam. So the Ndofaya Street Jam, bringing you Ndofaya, a call for artists, creatives, MCs, musicians, performers, poets, and storytellers. Live performances, interactive art session, street theater, and a pop-up market. And this is happening at Meadowlands Zone 9. Bus terminals. This is, if you would know that it is right go a place that used to be called J9, but now has been turned to Ndofaya Shisanyama. We used to hang out go J9. Hey, expose you know, but yeah, it's happening on the 27th of July, this coming Sunday, from 2 o'clock all the way to 8 o'clock. And yeah, man, for participation, of course, and store bookings, and any sort of information that you're interested in, you can give this number a call, 084-731-4918. That's 084-731-4981. I know Cats is very hands-on when it comes to the Ndofaya Street Jam. And I'm sure it promises to be a great one, man. Food is going to be out there, drinks and stuff like that. It's always a jam. From the videos that Cats has shown me, it's going to be a great one. And then the last one that I have, unfortunately, I don't have a poster for it. But like I said, this coming Sunday, I'm also engaged in something else during the same time as the Ndofaya Street Jam. At the St. Michael's Catholic Church, I get to go zone man go Meadowlands, not too far from go Spara, not Spara Park, go to Kamol.
So I, in all honesty, I'll probably fail to direct you or literally direct anybody who to
I remember we dropped you off. I don't know if or but yeah, that's what happened on this Sunday at the St. Michael's Catholic Church in Meadowlands. We're going to be out there for like a choir concert type of thing. The Harmonious Chorus is going to be gracing the stage, and I will be part of that. And that's what I will be doing this coming Sunday afternoon. So if you're someone who enjoys choir music and choir concerts and the things of that sort, come through and enjoy. I think the ticket is about 50 rands at the door. Not too expensive, man. I think it's pretty much affordable. This is aimed at fundraising and stuff of that sort. And so, yeah, we're going to be out there 2 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock on a Friday morning, the 27th of July, 25th. Hey, 25th of July, 2025. You've been hanging out with myself and Afroperi. Any last words on your side?
My last words to my beautiful people is stay safe, have fun, don't drink and walk, and don't even drink and drive. But for me, Afroberry, also known as Miss Berry Berries, that's the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tony. Him nanjimam yamam clopulate and put marloco famaname. Wet I come a say your song on a money.
Very, very cool stuff. And you know that you've been hanging out and spending some quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I've been so happy and excited to have been both in your presence and in your company on this cold and wet, rainy Friday morning. Guys, say
bye-bye.
It's different, man, to be behind the cam because right now, I think we can do Riatotela style. Siyabonga baba Musi umsebenzi owenzayo.
Ke baba Musi.
Thina makhansela asithathela ugesi.
Siyadima mic yalona.
Makhansela asithathela ugesi and siyakhala singabahlali.
Sicela ugesi ubuye sibonga ivuka sibonga uvusi ipresenter.
Yeah, on Tuesday, Jay, can I get man? Forbay. Jamie Forbay called me Vusi. Vusi.
You know what's crazy? I was about to say, my mom started the trend.
Of calling
she started
you
the
Vusi.
trend, so I think, yeah, you might be,
No,
a Vusi instead of Musi. So
Who knows,
shout out to Vusi, man.
Vusi tla le arabe no tla respond la thulo. Vusi. Ka mantaga tshwantse a Vusi a tle fa o tla tla. Nna nka se ke le batla Vusi. Vusi will come here. So hona go gae, look, we've been spending some time with you, and so we're getting ready, gearing up, warming ourselves up for the trail, right? And hopefully this weather opens up and then we have a great afternoon. And then come Monday morning or next week, we're going to be sharing some of those interactions and the behind the scenes of what is going to be happening this coming afternoon on a Friday. So with that being said, stay safe, stay warm, stay cautious, stay dry, and God willing, you and I and the rest of the Vooka Nation and the Vooka team can see each other bright and early on Monday so that we can have a great energy exchange. Of course, giving you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day. My name is Musi Mist, and then we will see each other on a Monday morning. Cool stuff. Bye. Nelly coming through saying happy Friday on our comment section. Hey Nelly, we see you, we appreciate you, we appreciate every single cent and rand that you always give us, and we can't wait to hang out with you. So happy Friday to you too. We hope you are not straining yourself out there at work. If you are at work, taking it easy. If you're at home, stay warm, stay safe. Soponyana, Sopo, Mamtembi, come on, oh man, you know, we should make means. You should make means. But thank you, Neliswa. Thank you to Uzinzi, and thank you to Mam Tembi and everyone else who came through. Priscilla, we appreciate. Hector, Miponi, Mr. KTS TV, and everyone else who came through, jumped on our comment section. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.